Sister Andrea Brunette is in the place to be. How you doing, Senate?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
So you have something to show us today?
Yes, I went on to the product line and I bought 3 shirts and I just wanted to show you all what I got.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, so this is the first one. This is the
Ah, the Onk shirt.
the Ankh shirt. I got it in black and gold, but I think I'm gonna go and get a blue one too.
All right.
Okay, so that's the first one.
All
And
right.
then
The Ma'at. Oh, it looks
this
good in
I don't
blue.
yeah,
All
I don't know.
right.
Yeah, this is the Ma'at one.
Oh, that's
I don't
what's
know if you
up.
can see.
Yeah, we see it. We
I'm
see
trying.
it.
Can you see it?
Nice bright
And
color.
yeah, I love this. I love this color. I love it. And then the piece de la resistance is my
I'm
favorite
the best to
one.
be too
I'm
nice.
the place to be tonight. Yeah.
That's what's up. Oh, the
There's
best
that
to
on
be
the sleeve
tonight.
too.
Even on the sleeve.
Tonight.
All right.
Even on the
Tonight.
sleeve. I had it. Yeah,
All right.
this is the lick right here. So I'll be wearing that on
Oh,
your next live. I will have this one on.
oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh, wow.
So
Well, thank you.
that's the 3 ones I got.
Thank you very
Love
much
them.
for your support. It's appreciated. I'm glad that you like the products.
You're welcome. You're
All
welcome.
right.
And we'll see you on the next live stream.
All right. See you soon, sister. Peace.
Okay.
Hotel.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay, I hope you can see this. Civilization started with agriculture. Custom made shirt from my aunt forever, Shaka Indugu. Civilization started with agriculture. This is Curse of Hammurabi, Shaka Indugu, who I support. Civilization started with agriculture. Because
All right. Hey, brother Donnie Williams. See, you got your
Yeah,
makeup.
yeah. What's up, Shaka? I was gonna do just a. I know it's a serious topic, but I was gonna do a little
Oh, I appreciate that, bro. I'm
unboxing.
glad.
So
I'm glad. Yeah, yeah. Live
yeah, man.
unboxing. Bro, you don't mind if I use this excerpt, like as a clip, my
No,
intro?
no,
Oh,
it's all
thank you.
good.
Thank you. And for
Yeah.
those who wonder, I'm gonna share the link. All right, that's lovely.
Yeah, I got the Heather Gray. Oh man, yeah,
Oh, you got the
I
Kemet
didn't
shirt as well. Okay.
yeah. I didn't know it had that on the back
In the
though.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's what's up,
That's
man.
lovely. Oh, thank you. I
So
appreciate that.
yeah. So just letting you know, just coming through, showing some support real quick, man. I'm about to get back into this Netflix film. So um, just wanted to say peace, man, and thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, brother.
Okay, all
All
right.
right.
Hey, this is my unboxing video that I'm doing for the product I bought from my Out Forever's channel. I bought the coffee mug, and here it is. Sorry there's a glare from the screen, but lots of bold, crisp, beautiful colors, inside and out, high quality ceramic. I absolutely love it. So y'all go check out his website. It's got a lot of fun, fresh designs. And cheers to you, Shaka, and all of your endeavors. Peace.
Our sister RP is in the place to be. What's up, sister?
Et Sin E. How you doing?
Et Senate E. I'm doing nefer.
Oh, great, great. Um, well, I got it today. I was thinking it was coming from France, but then I did the tracking and it was outside actually when I went to check, and here it is.
Oh, that's what's up. It's just like my hat. That's what's up. Let me,
Yeah,
let me do the solo layout. There it is, brothers and sisters. That's
yeah.
what's up.
I really like this. Yeah, so I have an after school program that I help facilitate. And I'm going to wear this because we're going to start talking about coding. So I'm going to
Okay.
use this as an introduction because this is a code. It's
Mm.
ancient code, but it's still a code. And then we're going to be able to, demonstrate. I'll be able to demonstrate to them the meanings inside each of the, glyphs and stuff. So, but yeah, I was looking online and I was like, this is actually like really good designs, So as soon as I get some more, extra money, I'm gonna get the matching hat and I want to get a Ma'at shirt. But I really like the Kemet one to start with. Yeah, so it's really good. And the prices ain't bad either. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I
yeah.
appreciate that.
But
Donnie
you know what?
Williams wrote. Yes, go ahead,
Hmm?
sister. Go ahead.
Mic check, mic check. Good. Hotep Senu Hena Senut E Tiren E Shakandubu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is Pum-Pum Smash got rid of his groupie Sat12 and called his audience losers. I'm gonna add he called. He called his audience losers. Done. Of course, no matter what title you see, no matter what the topic is, you are free to address anything. You can make any statements, any comments. You can ask any questions, whether you agree or disagree. It's fine. Who's in the place to be tonight? Donnie Williams is in the place to be. He wrote Sac Passé, moi là, mon pas plus mal. Andrew Brunet is in the place to be. Now, let's have a look. Just a little backstory. That dude Sat12, I don't know if it's a dude or a woman, but that person used to be on my panel for a very long time, maybe for 2 years, if not more. But I would say at least a year. And can't remember exactly why, but I think it was on some Asiatic black man tape. I'm not sure if he's the one who talked about Caucasians are black people. But anyway, he moved to other endeavors. And when I called on Pocket Watching with JT, that group he Sat12 was in the chat talking smart. So I read his comment and then I noticed Pum-Pum Smash's comment. So I, clap back as I usually do. So he's been a groupie for Pum-Pum Smash. And just like the dude with the devil's horn, who used to be Frankie's side piece. He got rejected by Frankie, and now Sat12, who used to be a groupie for Pum-Pum Smash, got rejected by Pum-Pum Smash. We Bennett is in the place to be as well, hotel. So I have to put my disclaimer because you know those guys, they're very quick to make copyright claims, even though they are rejected most of the time. But every now and then, some of them go through. So we're going to avoid that trouble. I'm going to put that on the screen. Have it there. We're going to put this on the screen as well, just for the record. You see that copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. All right. Right here. Freedom of speech. Ta has joined us. How you doing, brother? So let's go. Pum-Pum smashing his shenanigans.
In front is like first, right? Oh boy, hold up. Yep, let me see. That's nonsense. Your whole angle is nonsense. Sat12.
Now, Sat12 most likely heard that. Maybe he left after being blasted, but that's nonsense. That's an anonymous and unidentified person, and it's not an obligation to come out of being anonymous. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you'll feel like, well, you know, there are some cats, you know, we don't even know who they are, what they stand for, but they swear they can teach the people. And Williams is here laughing, but that's just the beginning.
Your whole angle is just, if you do a 3-hour lecture on Kemet, it's fine. But then if you do 100 hours repeating it over and over, look at the person who's worse. You come to each of my videos no matter what I'm talking about. Let's just be clear.
You heard that. Pum-Pum Smash said it. That groupie Sat12 goes on each and every one of his videos, you know. So
then if you watch 100 hours of a person repeating it, you're worse off than the person repeating it.
And we have Imhotep University TV in a place to be.
Seriously. So if you don't care, nigga, leave. Bye.
N-word. How does it feel, Sat12? When you used to be on my panel, did I call you the N-word? I guess some people like American pimps. They don't like the African brotherhood. They don't have the diaspora brotherhood. They rather go for the American pimping.
Fuck up out of here.
F up out of here. Now, when Young Hero wrote in the chat to Smash Rockwell, telling him, why don't you face him like a man? Smash Rockwell used profanity towards Young Hero. He went, only find Mika, get him, block him. And later on, he said, oh, let me block him. When he was speaking with Babylon Don, he told him, shut the F up. And now he said, F up out of here. Do you like that treatment, Sat12? That's how you get down. Hotep University TV wrote, "Why is Pum Pum Smash so emotional these days?" Because he got humiliated. He humiliated himself. He didn't have to do that to himself. See, sometimes some people are saying, "No, don't do that to yourself." You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to preserve people. You know, Smash went all the way, talking about the Hyksos are fake and Nubia, Kush is not in Nubia. You see, and telling people to show their house. Danny wrote, "Sat12 got a fetish for mistreatment." Well, if he likes it, then it's all good. Then, you know, why is it S&M? Sat12 gonna be like, "Oh no, 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 I actually like the treatment." You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all love. So, Pum Pum Smash has been showing, his musical career, because that's the only thing where he can have some pride, because he has decided to be pseudo, so he's not displaying scholarship, not anymore.
You're not changing nothing happening over here. You understand that?
You understand that? Groupies at 12, you're not changing anything. Groupie.
You're going to be a nigga with an S for your avatar, a female comedic name, and 12 behind it.
That's how you. Have some of you seen the Boondocks, the episode where Uncle Ruckus gets a DNA test, and the result says something like 102% black, and he goes, "No, this can't be. Why, Lord, why?" Then he comes to terms with the fact that he's not, a white man who suffers from reverse vitiligo. So he goes to, damn, grandpa, is he called Robert? They say, "Okay, I'm black. So what am I gonna do now?" And at one point, he's talking to Riley, and what's the other guy's name? I forgot. The one with the dreadlocks, the cornrows, braids or whatever you want to call it. It's not dreadlocks. It's like cornrow braids. It's like, "So that's what it's all about, huh?" Blah blah blah. He's like, reprimanding them. And at one point he goes, "Man, we are N-words, and that's all we ever gonna be." Sat 12, that's all you ever gonna be. A S, a female comedic name. just it's just blasting you, Sat 12. Now I wonder, you know what? I should have a look at the chat, because I wonder if he's a paid, he may not be a paid supporter of Pum Pum Smash channel. As a matter of fact, hold on. It's a good thing that we have the channel. I mean the chat, the replay. Oh, he had the range. Well, uh, dang, that's so funny. Okay, I don't know if I can have the chat in real time. So Pum Pum Smash actually read that comment here. The Sat12 was actually addressing Osam Ka. You see how much Pum Pum Smash is in his feeling? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's continue.
Always mountain contention. That's all you amount to me.
Always mounting contention. People don't even want you. You have Onifan Mika, that top lady. Now,
You're like an anti-chat GPT. that switch up and then change his stance so to get back on my good side by the end of the show. I'm cool with that. That's more repetitive than me talking about Kemet. You're much more repetitive. So all of the antagonists who show up to antagonize the video are worse than what they say the repetition of the concept presents.
I never heard the term antagonizing a video. You know, I heard about antagonizing a person, but you know, to each his own. You know, Riley has a lot. Oh, Yuri, thank you for the correction, Sister Andrea. Andrea Burnett, not brunette. I said brunette for them. I don't know how long. Yes, indeed. You know, I will play it, but you know, the copyright stuff. You know, I want to avoid it. But yeah. Let me look for the title of that episode where Uncle Ruckus does the DNA test. Boondocks. Actually, I can share the link. DNA. Hold on. I found the part that I was talking about actually. But I want to see if I can find the whole episode. Oh, it's a reality show. It's a reality show. Is it The Passion of Uncle Ruckus? Oh, there it is. That's the Boondocks. Uncle Ruckus. Reality show. You have the link in the chat. Now, what is that part here? I had another one. Let me go back. Go back. Will it play? Will it play? Tell me if you hear it.
Ah, here it is. My test results. Can you hear my heart beating?
As a matter of fact, I'm going to check on the stream. Yeah, we can hear it. Good. So let's continue.
Oh, the white man science is amazing, ain't it? Oh, no. This can't be. It says I'm 102% African with a 2% margin of error. Why, Lord? Why, Lord? Why?
And there's a other part. So that's when he found out, you know, that he's 102% African. I guess Pum-Pum Smash is going to be like that, but he's going to realize, you know, he's like at least 50% Punani, 15% female cat. Now, the other part where it is, there it is.
All day, sit there reading books that make you think better of yourself, huh? Black man can't get nowhere with his little pecan-sized mind, so now you can read. Now what? What you gonna do now? Oh, Nothing, that's what I thought. You know why? Because we niggas, both of us, and that's And that's all we ever gonna be. That's all we ever gonna be.
So Sat12, that's all you ever gonna be. Somebody who gets mistreated and pimped out by Pum-Pum Smash Rock. Now, let's go back to Pum-Pum Smash shenanigans.
If you think this is shit, you a fly.
He's talking to his moderator. Sat12, how do you feel? Are you a fly hanging around excrement? Should we call you Sat12 Doodoo? My goodness.
You show up every time you smell shit. So what's worse?
Sat12, how does it feel? You've been capping for this dude, being a groupie for this dude, and he is blasting you for the whole world to see. You show up.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Think about it.
Think about it.
If you notice something, people tune in the most when I'm talking that content. Since you can't mount no contention to my facts, you're complaining.
And you see here, he's dressing Osam Khan. He's been blasted by Pum-Pum Smash. He has no get back. He's not even defending himself. My goodness, these groupies are something else.
About how much I stake them. These niggas is losers.
You heard it? These ninjas is losers. I don't know what happened here. Why can't I make it large? What happened there? And you see what somebody else wrote? Love doo-doo. Sat12, do you love doo-doo? That's how they be doing you out there? A lot of time I'm reminded of Eazy-E's song. And in death row, I hear you getting treated like boot camp. Pum-Pum Smash be treating them like boot camp, you know? Pum-Pum Smash be treating them like Filthy Frankie Sanetta be treating all these cats. Insulting their mothers and their wives like Kunat, and they still got to get on the panel. So you heard, they're losers. So the title is not clout chasing. You know, every time I come up with a title, that's reality.
They can't mount no contention to my facts, so they complain about how much I cite them.
Look what somebody wrote, that he is pseudo X's flunky. Now the only X I know is Chief X. So is Sat12 a groupie for Chief X as well? Human 2.0 wrote, I thought Sat12 was a woman the whole time. I mean, I don't even know if it's a male or woman, but you know, that's surely a groupie. Let's continue.
This nigga done try everything ChatGPT could give him. Now he just sitting there talking about, if you talk about it, that's the freedom I got. See, you cannot use the fact that I made good decisions.
I told you that this dude doesn't have his own lyrics, you know. How many times you heard me saying that these cats be using ChatGPT, you know? But anyway.
Decisions in life against me. None of y'all can. I don't gotta go do shit right now. Fact is, I ain't gotta go do shit. I gotta send somebody some money, couple thousand. Today, tomorrow, and tomorrow.
And here you have Osam Khan who wrote that addressing, you know, Osahim or fake. He copied the whole book damn near. I'd rather get the original. How many people were capping for Osahim or fake? But the Reggie called the dude courageous for plagiarizing and disrespecting scholars, black scholars mainly.
That's what I gotta do. I ain't tripping, bro. I'm raising my family. I gotta go Get my daughter in her dorm. I ain't gotta do shit y'all gotta do. I see.
Now you see, once again, Sat12 is getting blasted live, and he's in the chat. And now he's addressing somebody else. After addressing the Simon card, now he's addressing Human 2.0. The person only put I thought Sat12 was a woman the whole time. And now Human 2.0 is like, you're anti-woman? I mean, those groupies has no smoke, no energy, getting blasted live on air addressing other people, man. I wonder how you feel, Sat12. I thought Sat12 was a dude as well. I didn't even think about Sat, being the feminine of Sa. Sa meaning son, so therefore Sat meaning daughter in the Mednecher, because those guys, you don't see them, they're anonymous, unidentified. They become with real claims, and then they have the nerve to try to talk sideways to you. Now that person is being blasted, no energy, no smoke, man. My goodness. If that's how moderators get treated, you can imagine how non-moderators get treated over there.
Here talk about Kemet forever, nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me?
See, Rakim wrote he's
like that because I'm the Magi Archer.
He's anti-African.
The only element of Kemet that never got hands put on.
What?
You feel?
Pum-Pum Smash says he's a Magi Archer. He's a Pum-Pum Archer, and he says the only element in Kemet that never got hands put on. I put hands and feet on Pum-Pum Smash Wakwa. I moonwalk on him like I moonwalk on the Riparian Knights. The Riparian Knights stopped live streaming after I put hands and feet on them, moonwalked on their so-called scholarship. Man, this dude is so defeated, he went to the goddamn Superior Court of California. Well, that's what he told YouTube. He said he had a restraining order. He filed a copyright claim against me. Hold on, there's that Siri thing. He filed a copyright claim against me. I appealed the videos back. He tried to strike 2 other videos. YouTube rejected him. And now he's considering going to school now, but still doesn't have the guts, the courage to register. He's acting like he's about to go to school and showing the pages and the programs. That's so ridiculous, man. And then he want to talk smack about me and question whether or not I am really a university student. I show the card, has no integrity, no dignity. Can't even say, okay, yeah, all right, that's what's up. Dude talked about my father is white, talking about I'm Jewish, and then he has the nerve to say, the only element from Kemet who never had, hands put on or whatever, however he worded it. Man, the dude's been defeated like crazy, man. He's pseudo by choice, just like Butler Reggie. It's a bunch of suckers. Just like Bobby Banger, a bunch of suckers. Booty shaking for Filthy Frankie Sanera. Grown male thoughts, booty shaking for Filthy Frankie Sanera. And they all know that rapists, convicted child molesters have been on our panel, and still to this day, monkey ass Frankie is still protecting those child molesters.
After this whole polite case go on, and when this shit is over with, I want to see all you niggas. Listen to me good, y'all. Rob on, Garfield, all y'all know who I'm talking about. I want to see all you niggas, because I'm gonna be pulling up some reports of molestation in Harlem, in the Bronx, some fresh ones that just went on. I want to see y'all stand up.
And you see, this is another proof that Pum-Pum Smash Walkwell is a female cat, a straight up bitch made dude. Because I criticized Garfield for being a scammer. We heard Pum-Pum Smash Walkwell labeling me a sucker because I don't see eye to eye with Scammer Garfield, aka Trackfield, Mr. Zip It Down. Now here we have Filthy Frankie Sanetta calling Garfield's name and saying that he's going to be putting up reports. So in other words, he's basically accusing Garfield Reed of being a child molester. Now, have you heard Pum-Pum Smash Walkwell calling Sanetta a sucker? That's another proof. That's another proof that will stand in the court of law that Pum-Pum Smash Walkwell is a bitch. Now, who else do we have in the place? We have Young Hero. Well, thank you. I don't have much to say. Everybody can do what they want. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to maintain. And that young lady, we better, said enough, I said a thing or two, you know. Let the children play. Yes, some fresh ones. Donnie Williams, that's what Filthy Frankie Sanders said. He better, well, yes. He got reports on fresh cases, and I guess he's going to talk about it on the young ladies platform. Oh, yeah, yeah, I will drop the link, definitely, definitely. But let me just finish with this, It's not going to be long. It's only going to be a few more minutes, But damn, man, Sat12, man. See some people, man, you treat them nice. And you see Sekou? Sekou, he faced hazing, straight up bullying. Like, Reggie told him, "You're nobody. Do you know the better than that?" Punk, Butler Reggie. Is he asking the Hebrews or like, "Do you know the better than that?" Reggie told Sekou, "You have no standing in our community. You talk to your people, I talk to my people. You're an outsider." But Sekou, he loved the spanking. You know what I'm saying? He loved the spanking. And when Polite will be convicted, when they're gonna snitch on each other, people are gonna act like they didn't know what was going on. But feel free to talk about whatever you want, brother Young Hero. It's all good. I'm gonna drop the link. So let's finish here with Pum-Pum Smash, blasting his moderator live on air.
They be masking their anti-African isms in pseudo-intellectual contentions.
Pseudo.
But I just like playing the game.
Pseudo.
Sat12 bring a lot of good shit to the show, but I ain't the type that just because you do some good shit to not tell you.
So now it's realizing, damn, I'm blasting it, dude, like crazy. I sound like I'm in my feelings, so I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he's bringing the good things to the show, So 1 minute is a loser, it's pseudo, flies attracted to excrement, to bowel movements. Now he's trying to polish it.
When you're doing some pseudo shit,
pseudo stuff.
So what if you could pull up a storyteller fast?
Now, Sat12 being verbally violated and abused, he's still talking about some other stuff. Osamka, did you see Osaw's new book on Egyptian race? My goodness. And that's the punk sucker who went on the chat of Packet Watching with JT and have the nerve to talk bad about me. Punk Sat12, man. You anyway.
You still on what? You feel me? So who is the person? Who's worse? What came first, the chicken or the egg? The person talking about something or the person complaining about it? Them motherfuckers is intertangled like particles. Y'all motherfuckers be right there mad in the chat. Why you listening to some shit you mad at?
Look at that OnlyFan bitch. OnlyFan Mika. Y'all better leave us out alone. A plagiarist, a plagiarizer, a pseudo who said that Allah is in the Egyptian text. This dumb bitch, slut, whore, monkey, OnlyFan, piece of doo-doo.
Allah, and this is where I would disagree with Brother Shaka, is actually in the Egyptian text.
Allah is in the Egyptian text.
The god Allah is an indigenous African god.
Allah is an indigenous African god.
Then when you do a linguistic analysis, you understand that the Hebrew language is cognate with the Yoruba language.
The Hebrew language is cognate with the Yoruba language.
Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process, bro?
No, I played. Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
When push comes to shove, if the money is low, then maybe OnlyFan Mika, we have some role play. She'll be in the classroom, she'll bend over and get smacked in the bottom with a paddle, on the OnlyFans exclusive. But anyway, let's continue.
Horrible way to start the day. Royal sacrifices for Khnum Ra, Lord of the Cataract, first of Nubia.
Now look at this OnlyFans monkey thought whore, Mika. She wrote, I don't see none of y'all book. It's like when Garfield Reed claims to have a bachelor's degree in history that is invisible, that nobody ever seen. The public has not seen it. Some people say, oh, but you do have a degree. Well, I didn't claim to have a degree, dumbass. Now here this punk bitch whore slut OnlyFans Mika, the piece of shit who's cool with the rapists and the child molesters of the HOK. The people who support and send money to the child molesters on the HOK, like to Zaria. You know what I'm saying? She knows that the mighty Hebrew went to prison for rape. Actually, Filthy Frankie even said it. And he never gets old.
Let's not forget the mighty Hebrew nigga, who you get constantly on your channel, who's on all the Hebrews channel. Don't forget the mighty Hebrew, the bald head nigga, been already incarcerated in prison for molesting a young child. He came home and they violated him again because the nigga was trying to fuck with another child.
So now these dumb, retarded OnlyFans Mika thought whore Mika to Mika, Florida, or Mika, Florida on Facebook writes, I don't see none of y'all book. So somebody has a book that's plagiarized, that's pseudo, but then she's going to be like, I don't see none of y'all book. The information can be shared in other ways than in a book. Some people will make lectures. Some people will make presentations. Some people will present the information when they're live streaming. You know what I'm saying? But she's a monkey thought whore, OnlyFans Mika, biatch. Let's continue. Some of the dumbest people on the planet Earth, I'm telling you. And she's a moderator on the Rape OK, the House of Consciousness. She knows about all these rapists and child molesters. Ask that OnlyFans monkey bitch about Garfield Reed, the scammer.
As a reward for what they favored me with. Matter of fact, I could go stream from the beach or the mountains. I could roll my house there. Drive a house to the beach. Set up a streamer. I actually bought the equipment to do it. I'll go show you. And they ain't even opened the shit yet.
Yeah, the OnlyFans Mika whore. And when I say OnlyFans Mika, I have a video about it. She put that OnlyFans on her own Facebook for the world to see. Talking about she's tired of being poor. Now there's a new rule now. A SAR not there. So you have to talk when the person is there. When the SAR disrespected Obadele Cambone, Dr. Obadele Cambone was not there. Let's hear it.
Cambone is not in conversation with the authors of the text. It's not like he is trying to teach them how to improve. It's like it's like he's at the overall tone of the text is like he's at a barbershop and he's just shooting the ish with some friends and on how he don't like so and so and how this text is bullshit, basically. Right? He's not having a conversation with Professor Kwame Osei or Salim Faraji or Jahi Issa. It's not in the tone of a dialogue. And because of that, that's why he doesn't, it just comes off as just complaining or like a woman venting about her day at the job.
And for the record, for those who don't know, Sahim Fake is a faker who false flagged and claimed to be a historian and a linguist.
Alrighty. As mentioned before, I go by the name of Asar Imhotep. Some others may know me by Ifamu Yiwa Fagbimi in terms of my Yoruba name. I am a historian and anthropological linguist.
Historian, anthropological linguist. Ask him to show his credentials. Ask him to show his degrees. And when I asked him, do you have a degree in linguistics? The dude said, I studied computer science and we dealt with linguistics. So disingenuous, punk liar. Another time where he claimed to be a linguist and a historian.
As you said, I am Asar Imhotep. I am first and foremost, I'm a computer software programmer and linguist and historian.
You heard it. Anyway, let's finish with this.
I got all the wireless shit so I could just stream outdoors because I wanted to get outside. But I ain't tripping. Life do what it want to do. You feel me?
Sounded like a lighter, didn't he?
Don't try to trip and life do what it want to do.
Sounded like a lighter. So he be smoking weed live on the air. Okay.
You feel me?
You feel me?
Don't try to go in deep with the star to get me off your head. Sat12. I'm just playing with you, bro. I'm just playing, but that pseudo shit, get it up out of here, family. I'm talking about this shit forever. Ain't nothing y'all can do to stop it. All you can do is come with some sources. So then we seen the first cataract of Nubia as rewards for what he did favor with me. I give you, now he says, make you a gift of the western shore by the mountains of dusk and the eastern shore by the mountains of dawn. That's what we looking for. You feel me? Now, I did think this said something about the West, but this is Tassetti after it. You feel me? And so, damn. When you look into that, now we see them making something right here with this Osiris eye.
You heard him? Smoking weed live on air.
And we see this cassette. It looked like a cassette. You feel me? And now we got the West right here. But I was looking for that word Ta, Kim, Sa. And apparently it must fall in the broken off areas. Because when I got around to there, it was not that. It was not there.
That's it. You have the link. Young Hero, feel free. Everybody else, feel free. That's just for the record. Sat12, you're looking bad out there, getting blasted. You have no smoke, no energy. You have no to try to diss me. Damn punk Sat12. Whether you're a male or female, you're really trash. Really trash. You know? And Hero wrote, so what? Everybody smoke weed on here, even on this platform. Well, I'm not familiar with people smoking weed, live streaming, talking about Black history. You know, I'm just saying. Yeah, no problem. 15 minutes for Young Hero. So feel free, brothers and sisters. Well, no, stop watching fights and Francis Gan, Cyril Gan versus uh, Jones. Yeah, I watched it, but I don't watch them live. Hey Bennett, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm back. Yeah. That Diaz fight. I mean, who's he fighting?
I don't even know.
I mean, I'm waiting for what's his name? Ngannou,
Ngannou
Francis
versus
Ngannou,
Tyson Fury. Yeah,
and and
Tyson
then
Fury. Yeah.
also John Jones. That fight. I mean, they have a couple of other fights they might do which are interesting, but outside of that, I'm not checking for anybody else, man, because that game is like they want to soak as much money out of it, man. You got to wait a year to see anybody fight, basically, at this point. So,
Yeah, there's a
yeah.
lot of money involved, so it takes time. Unfortunately, we couldn't see Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua.
Look,
Um,
listen, yeah. But I just
oh, yeah,
remember
hold on,
something.
hold on.
Now I
Sorry.
heard
He's fighting that Jake Paul dude. You know what I'm saying? You know.
he's fighting Jake Paul. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
obviously,
I ain't watching it.
he should,
Then forget
he
it.
should, he should win without surprise. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder if
Yeah,
it's probably going to be a boxing match, and
but
it's Ned Diaz. He's a MMA guy. I don't think Jake
mhm.
Paul is going to do MMA. But go ahead, VB.
Yeah. Now this is what I was gonna say. Now, see, the difference with us is that nobody comes to our platforms calling Neo X, uh, calling her a big lip hoe. That's Chris. That's her friend, Chris Harris. That's the person who she's going to keep secrets with until her death. That's what he said about her, right? Now,
I'm sorry. It was somebody else. He said that about another lady, not about Neo X.
oh,
But
he said that about another lady.
yeah, but he did say "f you." That
Okay.
young lady's
But he
name.
said that about another woman. But
Yeah,
is she not a woman? Is she not
yeah,
a
she's a
black
woman.
woman?
Yeah,
So
she is.
she don't stand up for other black women, you know? And this is the thing. These are like the type of things. So she got nothing better to do. She's still live, apparently. That's what somebody told me. They said she's still live. Now, I want everybody to notice how all the public information there is about me. All of the public information. All you got to do is use my name. It's been put out there a million times. My name is not Neo X. My name is not Neo B, Neo Y, or anything like that. It's meant to be public. It's been public for years, decades. You see what I'm saying? You can feel free to look me up, find any information. Go into my criminal record if you want. As a young person, you find my arrest record. Do all those things. All of that you can do with a person's name. You see what I'm saying? But she's never going to show you any of that. She's not going to show you any of it because she doesn't want you to talk about it or know about it. What she wants to do is fabricate something in her mind because that's the best she got, you know? And it's just so sad. I mean, I even think Sonetta must be paying her, bro. This
No,
is
but
too ridiculous.
check this out. Check this out. She
Yeah.
used to have like 100 people watching. And do you see this, ladies and gentlemen? She has 19 people watching. How did she go from 100 people watching to just 19 people watching? But oh damn, hold on. Let's see everything here. But I want to see out of curiosity how long she been going.
She's been going hours about us, dude.
So now it's how many hours it's been? It looks like it's been 4 hours. 4 hours 20
like
minutes.
about us. About us.
It is what it is. But let me just show something just for the record.
She fell off a rocker, dude. It's like, what is is this it? Is this really where she gonna die on her cross here? Is this where she did all of that other stuff for to die on this cross? Because this is a cross she gonna die on. A lot of people die on this cross. A lot of people die on this cross. And it just kind of shows you the difference. To me, it shows you we're in the right place, Shaka. We're here to clean up frauds. We're here to clean them up, scumbag. And you can't be a scumbag and a fraud and clean up scumbags and frauds. You actually have to be stand up folk about some real shit to do that. You know, and it's just like, damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Neo X. You dying on your cross. You got bad advice, take poor examples from people. Something's wrong, yo. Get it right next time. Just get it right. Everybody on earth is not a joke. Everybody on earth doesn't call other black people N-word. No, I don't look down on black people. I don't disqualify every black person by just calling them an N-word. And Shaka, see, the magic thing about just using the N-word like that is that, believe it or not, no matter what you think, all you're doing is robbing any person of African descent of any seriousness. You are now stripping them of anything serious with just that word, N-word, because that means I don't need to know nothing about you. You ain't shit, N-word. I don't even have to look. I don't have to even care 1 second, because every black person is not worth, black people are not even worth looking into, N-word. That's what that means. And you see where it got her, right? See, I'm going to tell you, this is the type of person that would meet any type of black person that's doing something for their community, not even just for their community, shows charity to others individually. And to her, that would just be another N-word. That's what that would be. That's called self-hate. That's called self-hate. She views other black people in that way, to the point where she assumes they haven't done shit for their communities, haven't offered anybody shit, have no caring or love, have no track record, have no decency in them, to where she don't even need to even care. You're just another N-word. But guess what? I'm not just another N-word. That's the reality of it. I'm not just another N-word.
Does she use any derogatory term towards black people, towards white people?
Oh, she ain't got no words for white people. White people are going to be, look, let me tell you, white people are going to shut her up if she ever opens her mouth that way. See, that's the problem here with how this works. You see, that's really the problem with it. It's when you have self-hate, then you're only going to call black people N-word, and you are going to shut up when you're approached by anybody else, because nobody else is going to take it from you. And that's where black people need to recognize what that's about. I don't have to take that goddamn shit from nobody. I don't have to take it from a white person, and I don't have to take it from a black person. You see what I mean? I don't have to take it from a Hispanic. I don't have to take it from an Arab. I don't have to take it from a midget or a goddamn 10-foot tall giant. I literally don't fucking take it. You see what I mean? Like, really. You see what I mean? Like, that's the last thing I would ever put up with. You see what I'm saying? Like, and more black people need to get to this point, and plenty of us are. Andrea Burnett, she's on that same shit. She walked off her job because the dude took advantage of her, tried to, play her out on misvaluing her, and she knew her value was more. And that's what black people need to do: know their value. This woman doesn't know her value, because if she did, she would extend some of that value to the next black person, but she doesn't. She's still over there ranting and raving about somebody having a goddamn wrench on YouTube. Let me just tell this, everybody, and this is no message. I got plenty of love for Queen Stone, and I'm sure she understands me. I'm sure she understands me when I'm saying this. But for everybody out there on YouTube,
I wouldn't address the wrench thing. I wouldn't address it. Because she
no.
They may try to take something you said to try to turn it against you and create some dissension with us and a good sister Queen Stone. You know what I'm saying?
No, she's solid. Queen Stone is solid. I took the wrench. I deleted a couple people too. I seen some comments or whatever. But you got to understand something, just so people are clear. I don't give a goddamn about any goddamn wrench. Are you out of your goddamn mind? I don't give a goddamn about no fucking wrench. And that's not to Neo X. That's to every fucking body on YouTube that's listening to me right now. Every
cares
single
about a
person.
wrench.
Don't you ever get it twisted in your goddamn mind that I give a fuck about a wrench. You see what I'm saying? Like, that means you really got it way fucking backwards. You see what I'm saying? And it's not about our sister Queen's Throne. It's just about that logic that Neo X is putting out. You see what I mean? That shit is just goddamn crazy. Like, where does this shit fucking? I barely even know a goddamn thing about YouTube to even know what the fuck to do with a wrench.
She
What
has
the
a new
fuck?
cause now. She has a new cause. She's advocating for wrenches now.
Yeah. I'm just goddamn learning YouTube, man. Yo, what the hell? Yo, David, you about to get a wrench today, my brother. Yo, Shaka, give this man a wrench. I'm serious, David. Come on over to my platform. I'm giving you a wrench, man. You can block all you want, brother. Please. Come on over. You can block, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man.
She has a new cause now. She's fighting.
You know
struggling
something
for-
else?
Yes.
Guess what? If you send me an email, you should understand I only check my email once a goddamn day. Once a day. That's it. I don't have the time or the wants. I check my email and I look through them all at that one time a day. And I respond to everybody at that one single time before I close my email. After that, you ain't catching me by email. You got to have my personal contact and my number or something like that. Then we can get that, What else can I say about me? I dealt with the wrench. I dealt with the email. Now what else is there? You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, for all the women out there that seem to think black men or men aren't capable of love, fuck you. I raised all my kids with plenty of love. Okay? I don't need your fucking statistics to prove that to me.
What you over there?
Excuse me, who's that?
bubbling
I just wanted to handle a whole lot of silly shit. Hey, Ru, go ahead. You're welcome. Come on in,
Yeah.
man.
What's up, what's up, brother?
I'm gonna play what they call it? Devil advocates today because y'all just getting me sick, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, please do, man.
Number one, bro. I don't even care to talk about that girl, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, she just playing Sanetta. She playing right into Sanetta and them hands, Y'all making Sanetta them look good right now. Yeah, they looking good right now because he was even in the chats giving her more, booting up her head more, but like I said, the problem number one,
I'm sorry, young hero. Saneda was in her chat.
What? You have no idea. He wasn't even talking to me because I was getting on her ass.
all right. So she allowed to do it on her chat, and he said he doesn't believe that she was molested. Okay, go ahead, young hero.
Well, yeah, back off Leo or young Heru. I love my sister and all that. But she ain't fall for it, of course not. But I'm just saying, if she did it, like I just don't get it, bro. Like, number one, if you had just admit you was wrong and say you apologize, you shouldn't do that. It would have been the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Number two, Shaka, you got some, you got a little play in it because you was kind of throwing little shots out there like fake advocate and shit. But that's your platform. I ain't gonna tell you nothing. I was just in the back shaking my head like, she gonna respond to that, right? So that's her only excuse. She have an excuse why she responding. Hold on.
I said advo face. You see, just for the record.
Advo face or advo fake?
Yeah, but hold on. Check this out. I'm going to show it so people can see for the record. It's going to be real quick and let you continue, brother young hero.
Yeah.
So if I go to live, and I know the thumbnail, and it is maybe there it is. See, right? Polite took a plea deal, Sanada new, advo fake, worst timing. I guess I should have put a S. Because
why she thought it was about her?
Hey,
like this woman really think like somebody care what she do or what she don't do in this YouTube streets.
That's for whoever was. Yeah, go ahead, but go ahead.
No, yeah, you're right, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what the whole Damn, why my ears ringing like that? Somebody talking about me. But yeah,
I
I
know
don't know.
who. Filthy Frankie.
Probably so, because I was telling him, she's smarter than dumb slow napper, right? Frenchie, you can't fool her like that, because he was all in the chats trying to sweet talk her. But that's why he got her. That's why she just playing into the same shit. You should have never let the guy on your platform. You knew what the guy was months ago. Don't try to act like only now after he say he don't believe you with the whole rape allegations. No, you don't like him when he was calling you the B word and this and that. And this is another thing. This is what I'm saying, bro. She just exposed herself for being what she talking about she don't like. People don't like nobody to criticize them, nobody to tell them the truth, but they come and do it to everybody else. How can you imply a man with a woman, with a child, with 2 children, try to imply he's some kind of gay? All of a sudden, all this time you knew him, he wasn't gay. So but now you want to be mad at the world, the whole conscious community. Oh, you know why they were calling you gay?
Hey, Rue.
Hold on. You know why? Hold on. You know why they were calling you gay? Because black people smell bullshit from a mile away. That's why you had to come clean that you were gay, because we knew it from the jump. But yet you want to turn around and tell people, oh, don't criticize you because you gay. But yet you trying to imply somebody's gay that don't have no kind of gay, nothing in their background. That's your culture. That's what you do. But you see how sick it is? This so-called woman was going on trying to attack everybody for trying to be homophobic and all kind of bullshit. But look at what she doing. And she's supposed to be a gay woman.
Rue.
Bro, I have a lot to say about it, but go ahead. I'm going to get back. Go speak real quick.
No, I'm sorry. No, just to touch on your point, it's the so-called, it's the people. It's Chris Harris was on her ass about her being gay. He was called, and she said Chris Harris. She implied Chris Harris is. It's these people that are doing this shit to each other. And meanwhile, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to know if your fucking ass is gay. What the fuck does that have to do with the conversation?
Well,
I'm trying to talk about some other shit.
Try to act like black people against their own people because they gay. You see what I'm saying? Like this woman just contradict herself all over and then she trying to, I don't know who the sucker was on her platform, whatever, some KB number, some shit. I don't know who he is, talking all strong and proud. Like, if you got something to say, nigga, come on the panel and speak to Shaka. All that shit you over there talking.
He used to be on the chat on the other panel, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay, well, you see where they come from. You see, they're all full of shit, bro. Like you said, they're so stupid. Like, number one, even me as a man, I began on Shaka ass if I feel like, pause. But
pause.
Yeah, I be getting on him if I feel like he's not doing the same for that guy and he doing so. All right, forget about Neo. We ain't out in no matrix. This is flesh and blood, real earth. But Inky, bro, Shaka, the next caption should be Inky need to apologize. Do he feel the same way that he felt years ago? Because he was basically trying to imply that Polite do not have to disown Dr. York, or trying to imply that the government job, like, it's the same bullshit.
That was years ago. That was before the charges against
Polite.
Polite, yeah.
Regardless of what, Shaka, you have to put your foot down. Like, wait a minute, Inky. Why did you say what you said when you said what you said? And do you feel the same way? Because that's bullshit. Number one, I like
there was no charge.
Because when he talked, he'd make me laugh a lot. But when I saw that clip, I was like, no. He was doing the same shit Saneda was doing, Polite was doing, all these so-called people that follow Dr. York. He was doing the same thing because he came from that bullshit. And then he tried to separate himself from Dr. York, like they the new generation, then the new school, and that don't have nothing to know. You lying, bro. Y'all have the man teachings. Y'all was still upholding him after the crimes. So you know better than Saneda. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro. Like we have to take the clip. I never knew he said that. Take the clip from Saneda. You got to ride him just like you ride all of them, bro.
No, I don't ride nobody, brother.
No, I don't.
I don't ride no dude.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. But I'm saying, Shaka, he was on the same bullshit like Sanetta and all of them, bro. So
Well,
he gotta get it too.
you
He
know,
gotta get it too, Shaka, because
know,
it gonna make you look weak. Like
no,
just like how Nia
no,
was saying, she
no.
was trying to imply that you don't care about what you do and the children. We already know that's some bullshit because
Yeah.
we know you've been doing that way before Sanetta. And they always have the same
Nah, I
narrative.
think
The same narrative that Sanetta had. No, they running with it. It's so pathetic.
No. Let me tell you something, young hero. Sanetta is in her chat.
He was.
Sanetta, I just played. He's waiting to put out reports of child molestation. So if she's an advocate, then she should go in on Sanetta and say, reveal the reports and don't wait. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Sanetta ain't got shit. Whatever Sanetta got, it's already conquered by the law because that's the only way he knows about it.
Well, I don't know what he talked about. I would like to see the reports.
Saying, bro, I'm saying, like, you can't go at 1-2 people and just fuck. I don't give a damn who it is. Inky, Minky, Stinky.
No, but check this out. If you ask Enki today if he supports Malakayo, if he says that he supports him, then I will have some words towards him. But back then, what I heard, and I played it when he was talking to the
trying
brother.
to defend Polite more than Dr. Yuck. I know that, but still.
Yeah, no, but what I'm trying to say is that the video where there's a brother enter the crisis, I think he was known as Malik then. And I played the part where they were talking, and Filthy Frankie asked him if he was a Nubian, and then he replied like he was into the doctrine or something like that. Basically, he replied that he was down with the teaching. But I don't recall seeing Enki defending you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I only watched an excerpt, maybe on that video, on that stream. Maybe at some point he said something like that. But I only watched a few seconds, and I played the few seconds that I came across. You see what I'm saying? So now if today
he was defending him indirectly, not directly, but he was doing
that clip. I mean, even if it was then, that would be a bit odd. But today, because I didn't see the paperwork, the chlamydia, and what's the other thing is herpes. You know what I'm saying? Now there's Chuck Morgan's website. With all this documentation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, people can ask and if they want, but I ain't tripping. The dude can do what he wants. Now I know where he stands. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna maintain. Because I heard he was saying, that kind of saying that he will go back on SARS platform because he wants to heal the people. And I'm like, all right, okay.
Yeah. They don't come up with every excuse in the book just to sell. That's all these people about, Chaka. They about their money.
So
But look. Let me say something. My whole thing about Inky is like he admitted I knew that he was down with New Covenant years ago because he said it himself. He was down with Polite. That was established. But what is different is that he came out and spoke against them. You see what I mean? That became different. But the only thing that I really, as far as I know, find that is not cool and that I don't do. And we said before, that's not the way we roll. We don't roll this way. Anybody else can roll that way, but they have to own it when they roll in that particular manner. Right? For me,
go ahead.
Huh?
No,
for me, it's if you go out and you say boycott this person's channel, right? If that's what you say, then you need to go out to the public and let them know that you're crossing the picket line yourself, that you are no longer boycotting. That's the thing. And what I didn't like is that I didn't hear Inky announce that to people. He announced, we need to boycott Sonetta's channel, but I didn't hear him boycott. Now I'm crossing the picket line because I want to go do business with Sonetta. I didn't ever get an announcement about that. And then I think the other thing I don't like is that he had the opportunity to speak about that when he came on Shaka's platform to give Shaka a heads up. Oh, by the way, I did this and that, and he didn't do any of that. So now, in retrospect, people are coming back saying, "Oh, looking at Shaka and saying, oh, you need to go hard on Inky." Okay, but here's the thing: you could go. People can all feel free to do what they want. For me, these people all know each other. You see what I mean? And Inky's from Harlem, Sonetta's from Harlem, Ben Diesel is from Harlem. So this is how they get down. Make it very clear. You know, I don't come from a community where people get down like that. That's them. They got to own how they get down. You know, that's not how everybody rolls and does things. But I also understand that when you're doing shit like that, and that's part of their culture, how they go back and forth with each other, backstab each other, then come out on each other, then go back to do business with each other. You have to admit that's their culture. That's their culture. That's how they submit to doing things. And they say it's okay. That's what they say. They may not say it in verbally, but they say it through their actions. Right. So my whole thing about it is that to any degree, I hold all of them at a distance. Period.
And Miss Thing look
You know
like
what I'm saying?
Miss Thing look like she fit right in, you know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And we said that about Killer B. Look, we said that about Killer B too. If you're going to come out and you want somebody to do something,
Silent treatment
understand
is
this.
better, but you're free.
You cannot.
Treatment, Shaka. Silent. Don't give them no energy, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. I'll say it though. I'll say it myself. Like,
you know what's the worst part
I don't.
about it, bro?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Everybody being hypocrites, bro. She trying to talk about, oh, yeah, we know you ain't really about that. It's only because I'm the same dude over there. It's because Captain Tazariak. After that, Hold on, let me finish. I'm like, but wait a minute. Okay,
I was talking about it before my wedding.
it's only because you and Saneda going back and forth and y'all two alike and this and that.
I was talking about that before I went on Sanada's panel.
I'm like, this is the
A
same
decade before.
woman that's on YouTube having beef with other people too, who have personal things with other, way more than Shaka. You know what I mean? And the only reason Shaka had these things is because of one man, and everybody want to defend that one man because they all kissing ass. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking like girl, you looking bad out here. You look like, I tell you, that nigga Saneda, you know, he talking about checkmate on your ass right now, Neo, because you the one allow him to come on your platform. You the one that was saying you don't X with him and this, and he called you B word, this and that, You still allow him to come on your platform.
He called her a bull dagger.
Yeah, exactly. Way before you even come out and announce you again, and like everybody didn't know. But I'm just saying, yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, I don't want no part of it, bro. That's why I'm just in the cut. You know, like I told you, it don't make sense. I ain't got time for that energy, man. Like, I'm not sticking my thing in you. I don't give a shit about you, girl. Like, go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't about money, keep it moving. The reason I was on these platforms is the real issues. All this bickering and I don't like, and who's boo boo. Oh, it's not doo doo, it's boo boo, right? You see how she full of shit? Everything they do is based on what Saneda been doing. Like, she's not even original right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well go back on Saneda and let them call you names one more time so you could run and say you hate them again. But like I said,
I mean, you know, it's like, Andrea, they could say, listen, they're so phony in themselves. Saneda himself is a confessed liar himself. So he could call anything he wants. It won't change a damn thing. You know, it won't change anything. See, what these people are used to is that they think they could use reverse psychology to make it seem like somehow I have to prove something to them. I don't have to prove a goddamn thing, because the trick of it is that you don't want to know nothing about me. See, they don't want to know nothing about me, bro. And it's all public. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask you something, because you know I don't be there all the time, you know. So number one, the video treat others like you like to be treated.
Yeah.
When that came after the Queen of Thrones video, right? When she was on there, right?
No.
It came before that?
No, that came after. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it came right after Neo. It came after Neo X put Saneda. It was that treat others how you want to be treated was about the treatment that Neo X gave me and Shaka that day when she let Sonetta up on her platform for 5 hours. That's what it was about. And the point is that she got somebody up there. She let this person on there after we had her back. After we had her back, she let the same person up on her panel that we were defending her and everybody else against. She let the person up there to attack us verbally and then held Shaka back for over an hour, sending him text message. I'm gonna let you up. Just wait. I'm gonna let you up. This person that she had already cursed out everybody's mother, everybody's kids, everybody possible, and she's gonna make the person who defended her sit back and listen to this dude one more time. You see, now that's the thing. That's called abuse. That's called abuse. And even if she don't want to acknowledge that that's called abuse, the reality of it is that I don't let people on my platform that see, I got a different way of doing things because I'm real. Keep the kids and people's mothers and their families out of it. Let's just do it, me and you, for real. You see what I mean? Let's do it, me and you, for real. You see, and that's why these people like to they like to go out there and start talking all kinds of other shit because they don't want to do anything for real. They don't want to have any real rules about engagement. You see what I'm saying? Anybody that talks about somebody's mothers and kids knows damn well they will fucking never meet you in real life. See, that's why they do it. Because nobody that's meeting anybody in real life even talks that way.
You can say that.
You see what I'm saying? See, that's the reality. That's how they expose themselves as frauds. You see what I mean? That's the whole point of it right there. But what she do? She let this dude up on her channel because she wants the dude to go out there and try to slander us, do anything, say anything to make his argument to her audience. That's what she wanted.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this, right? Number one, I don't personally think that she did that for that reason. I think like I told you, bro, like I don't know what's wrong with these people, but they feel like they have to satisfy people. They have to try to make things, try to be the bigger person, and they know that this guy don't give a damn about them or about the situation. He's just trying to come out on it looking good. So when you let this kind of man on your platform that disrespect you so many times and kick you off his platform, why? The only reason I could think about, because you trying to persuade the people that you have you have the upper hand, or you could make him expose himself when he just came out there and rumble about everybody else. Like, like I'm saying, like, even if that wasn't your intentions, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, Queen, I don't know what was said on Queen Thrones. All I know is about the thing she said. She didn't like Sonetta, but then Shaka said, but I thought you said that Sonetta still have your number and you guys talk. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Now after Sonetta, you said so many things about Sonetta before that, before you said that. Now after Sonetta say he don't believe you for about the allegations, or only now you hate him. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what it is.
Make it make sense. You know what I mean?
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. What a man do, how he conduct himself, that's who he is. So you can't say you don't like what the man do, but you ain't got no issues.
Yo,
but
listen, brother.
Shaka ain't never do you none, but it's F Shaka and F
Dude,
them niggas. And
look.
I'm like, what the? Okay, activist.
She is trying to go back in time and prove how she didn't capitulate and how she didn't vacillate. This dude disrespected you, slammed the fucking door in his face. That's it. You get one time to disrespect like that. You don't get 2 and 3. Where the hell is that coming from? And what she did was let a dude curse her out, diss her, and then she opened the door right back for his ass again. Where the fuck does that work on earth?
The same dude that dissed her, she came on the panel and talked about it.
So what she's doing is she's expecting us to take that bullshit? No, you take that bullshit, little girl. That's you. Yeah. That's how you take that bullshit. I don't take that shit from nobody. Fuck you. and fuck Sarnetta. Don't ever bring any fucking disrespect to me. You can bring it all you want over there on your little thing. You can talk all the bullshit you want, but remember one thing. You're fake because you would never ever do it in real life. That's why you're dissing people like that on the net. See, I'm not dissing nobody on the net. I will
Facts.
fuck you up in real fucking life. I don't
Tell
have
me
to
about
fucking
it.
diss you on the
I
net.
ain't got no
You see what I
words
mean?
for
And it's the same, and it's the same thing, the same way I've been operating in my hometown, the same way I've been operating over here. It's not a joke. You got to stand on who you are to gain respect. And you also got to give some respect to expect some. She don't know how to give no goddamn respect. She want to play games with it.
Yeah,
She can
but
play
she,
all the games she want on the internet. I'm
and
not
you know
I'm
the
not
other
even
thing,
worried about it.
I
Huh?
was like, what? The
Hold
other
on,
thing,
hold on, please. I agree with you, Bennett. Fuck Sarnetta. Fuck the House of Consciousness. Go ahead,
yeah,
young Harold.
you could say that 1,000 times, but yeah, I was just because I ain't been like I told you. This shit is not like I ain't making this shit personal to me. So when I hear certain shit, I'll be like, huh? What this guy talking about, huh? So
Hey Rue,
hold on.
anybody. It's not even personal to her. It's anybody trying to disrespect.
Yeah. I know. Right? I'm just saying, like this YouTube thing, V Bennett, they be into these things like it's their life. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I'm listening. I'm like, but wait a minute. Why do Shaka have to defend Queen of Thrones when Shaka already going at these people's neck for months? If anything, Queen of Thrones, even appreciate Shaka because they on the same team. Same thing with Napu.
We ain't got no problem. We
Yeah,
good. We
same thing
good
with
with Queen of
everybody
Thunder.
else. We the
You
one
know what she trying to do?
we hold on. We brought her in. We brought her into our home basically because we were been doing this before she even came. You see what I'm saying?
No.
So I'm saying, how are you talking about Shaka? He not a true activist because when Sarnetta was going at Queen of Thrones, I ain't see Shaka playing a clip defending. I'm like, Queen of Thrones go at Sarnetta all the time. She know how to defend herself. She even better than everybody else. Because she do it with the chroma, she do it with facts, receipts. She don't come up there making no personal. If somebody disrespect her, then she disrespect them. So for her to be talking about, oh, you only doing this because you have something against Sarnetta, and then I'm like, but what are you doing it for? Why? Because you have
Look,
something against the so-called uncle that did you wrong, or the so-called whatever you want to claim, and then you want to talk about, oh, your experience with black men. That's what you gay because you gay. That's what you want to be. Every experience I had was good or bad was with a black woman. You ain't see me turning my back and talking bad about all black women like they do men. Like, what's wrong with these women, bro? Like it's pathetic. Stop making excuses for what y'all want to be. Y'all want to live that nasty lifestyle? That's on y'all. Stop trying to make it seem like black men ain't this, black men ain't that. No, humans ain't this and humans ain't that. And humans is this and humans is that. You see what I'm saying? It have good and bad everywhere you go. You black, 9 out of 10, you're going to get done wrong by a black person because that's who you're going to be involved with, a wrong, yada, yada. Like, I just sick of humans and the excuses, bro. And for you to be talking about people going against homo, oh, they still humans, they still our people. But here you go accusing somebody that's not homo. And then you used to be crying, oh, the only reason because I don't want to F them. No, because you are homo. That's why you came out and say it. You're like, bro, it's just too much, bro. Like, it's just pathetic if you ask me.
It's just silly, man.
Homo because I know people that's homo. You know what I mean? But like, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know them, but I don't disrespect them. I don't, you know what I'm saying? If I see them, the morning is morning, and I keep it moving. But for you to,
it's like
crying about that, then admitting it when everybody already knew it, and then trying to accuse people of it when you're saying people hate people because of it, like it make you look weak, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, it is bonkers. She deal with every issue like that. Every issue's got to be a bonkers issue. Nothing can ever be simple, straight to the point with Neo X. But the reality of it is that Queen Stone had a panel, Ben X was on the panel, Uncle Suge was on the panel, Shaka was on the panel, I was on the panel, and we was all dissing Sarnetta. And here comes Neo X, and she's the one that broke rank.
She's the one that brought
decided.
it up.
she decided that she didn't want to talk and say fuck Sinetta and focus on Sinetta, which everybody agreed to. She decided that she wanted to play gaslighting with Shaka and now start to blame him for not talking to her anymore because he took offense that she would dare let Sinetta up on her goddamn fucked up panel and diss this man after he already dissed this man's child. Like, yo, Neo X, fuck you. No man got to sit up there and put up with some bastard like Sinetta fucking dissing his children. Are you out of your fucking mind, little girl? Like, get it straight. And anybody listening to this message, need to get it straight. If you going to deal with anybody that lets a man up on their panel that talked about your kid, you the fucking deserve to be smacked in your goddamn face for that. How stupid is that?
Didn't Sanetta mention his kid even when he was on her platform too?
She knew this shit, man. She knew this shit. And now she playing games about it.
I was told he did, but then she told him, oh, don't talk about his child. But she's the one who said that he was sick because he talked about my daughter spreading her legs in front of the camera, doing the spread eagle, and she said that he was sick because he must have thought about it in his mind. She went on about that several times, But let me say this
exactly.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me say this, please. Now she has the same talking points as Sanetta. Apparently, all this is because of the weighing.
That's all they do.
And way before the weighing, I was talking about that. You know what I'm saying? I have one article on my website, it's dated 2013. That's 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now,
hold on.
Hold on. Now, Tzayak is part of ISUPK. The leader of ISUPK, that they call Commanding General Yahana, is on tape calling for the destruction not only of Christianity, Islam, Egyptology, but also homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know why she wants to cap for Tzayak. If there's anything she should be doing is begging the ISUPK, or at least the leader of the ISUPK, and he said that it's live on air. It's still on the. It's public. It is public, and I played it actually. But people can go on his panel, and you will see the video. He called for the destruction of homosexuality.
She was copying for him.
Look,
well, you said that she's talking about it's because of the
no,
way
the guy that was on her platform was trying to bring up Captain. Hold on, let me ask you a question, right, Shaka? So they go in with this narrative, which I already know you knew, but it wasn't about the pedophile allegations. It was about people coming on his platform and claiming how they hate Africans and this and that. You had dreads back then. Somebody came over there and talked to you about, I think, Sanetta platform. I can't remember who the guy was, but you were younger and you still had your dreads, and you were talking about Captain Tzayak, how we hate Africans and yada yada yada. You remember that?
Not necessarily, but
he played some clip yesterday about so he trying to propose that you knew that so what, that didn't have nothing to do with the pedophile ring, the pedophile stuff. Even if you knew that Captain Tzayak say he hate black people or African, you still came on his platform years afterwards. Like, bro, like it's weak arguments, bro. That don't have nothing to do with
what?
Sex pedophile about mighty.
Sanetta can say
none of that.
Sanetta can say anything he wants. It doesn't explain him lying about the evidence on regarding to the 14-year-old case with Polite. It doesn't explain that. This man is on tape. He's lying about the evidence. Then he goes out there and insinuates that the child's mother is a call girl, and he offered no evidence. He never said that for 2 years. Right before he pleads, then he starts bringing that bullshit up, but he provided no evidence. See, Sanetta is a fucked up piece of shit. He is a dirty bastard who is trying to manipulate everyone to get everyone off of the focus that when you go out there and there's a victim a 14-year-old girl, and you know damn well that she could very well be the victim of your fucking business associate. You go out there later and you lie about the evidence. You use your platform to lie about the fucking DNA. Dude, you deserve to be in fucking prison. And that's what this is about. He is a part of this bullshit. And he wants everybody else to just forget that shit. So he want to go back 10 years and talk about Shaka with dreads. Man, he's on camera kissing Shaka's fucking ass. What else is there to say? I mean, this guy is a narcissist, right? He threatened Shaka's fucking life, right? How many people's families has he cursed out openly? How many times has he gone back and forth where he say one thing about Polite and then he go back and say, I never said that. I take it back. I just said it because I was mad at him. I called him a pedophile, but I was just mad at him. I said this. He just went out and talked about 2 fresh cases, Rob Bourne and Garfield. Where are the fresh cases, bitch? Where are the fresh cases at? You see what I mean? So in other words, the only reason why people have this problem is because they've been letting Sinetta get away with anything and every fucking thing. And anybody that continues to do that is part of the fucking problem. So they can try to twist it around and try to pretend like, oh no, I let Sinetta up on my platform because I wanted to find out how much more dumb shit he would say. No. Nobody buying that. It's probably more like you took a fucking cash out. It's probably more like she took a cash out. Why the fuck would Sinetta be on her goddamn people need to be asking her to show her goddamn cash apps, because nobody just shows up on your platform like that for 5 fucking hours. And she's trying to find a reason why she can make an excuse why. No, it was about something else. Nah, homegirl, play that bullshit with somebody else. You play it over here, the answer is fuck you and the door is slammed in your face. Period. That's what that is, because nobody has to take that fucking abuse from you or Sinetta.
Yeah, you know what the worst part about it is, right? These people are so stupid, right? All of them that running around here, the same one that was coming on Shaka platform. We didn't need them. We didn't ask them to come. We don't know them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, hold on. We were good when what we was doing, when we was doing, how we was doing, because we was doing it. So they came over here and give their 2 cents and one because they have their agenda as well. So the same ones that were acting like they down for the cause, turn and flip the script and doing the same thing that the one that they say they hate is doing. Like, where do you do that at, bro? You talking about, you see, I try to tell you, bro, you doing the same thing that he's doing. You know that, right? And everything y'all talk about, it don't have nothing to do with Shaka. It have to do with everybody else and their mama. Even people that were so-called Sinetta friend. So y'all going and trying to criticize Shaka because y'all have issues with other people. And this is where the problem's coming in, bro. Y'all making issues with Shaka. That man don't know y'all. That man has his agenda. He know he has personal issues that people take shots of him. And that's it. Whoever y'all want to do, whatever y'all want to do, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna, they ain't rape nobody. They ain't thinking for no pedophile, scamming, none of that. Y'all just have some personal bullshit issue with them. And y'all just making Sinetta look good by repeating his words. The monkey.
No, listen, hey, Ruth.
One more thing.
Yeah.
The monkey Sinetta been talking about chess for months. But we've been killing him with checkers. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all dumbass talking about. See, I told you son how to play chess. Yeah, because your dumbass want to play chess too. Like that.
Well,
shit, bro.
If he thinks he's playing chess, then damn, that's a fucking bad way to play, because he's looking real bad, because there's no amount of Jedi mind trick that will make people forget he went out there and lied about the alleged victims, the evidence on the pertaining to the alleged victim. See, is that playing chess? Is it playing chess when you go out there and you lie about the evidence?
Himself.
Is that what's playing chess? No, see, he played himself, because now he has shown that he is part somehow in what is going on with Polite. And it is not just this rape thing? How is it that the same goddamn people, Sonetta, Polite, and what's the other bozo's name? Zion Lex. How is it before the young girl got raped that those three people are in a room with the victim's mother talking about what is rape and how old can a person be before it's legal to sleep with them? And is the victim possibly part of it? Is she complicit in the rape? How is it they're all on tape talking about that before the young girl gets raped? How's that possible? You think that's a coincidence? It's the same thing with this goddamn Crypto Roots. How is it Sonetta's on tape with Polite sitting there when somebody calls in and says, yeah, what about Polite? And what about Crypto Roots Polite? And Sonetta says, we ain't mentioning no names. We ain't mentioning no names. Right. And
Protecting his family.
and then look, and then Polite says, I don't know nobody named Crypto Roots. And then the next clip is Polite sitting in the car with Crypto Roots. How's that possible? You see, how is it possible? You see what I'm saying? So the reality is that Sonetta's name keep coming up with the word rape in the same room with the victim's mother and the person who raped her, talking about rape, talking about the legal age to sleep with a minor, talking about is the person that got raped possibly complicit. How's that possible? And how is it possible that his main man, that he's on a panel with his main man telling a person who calls in to an open panel that asks a direct question, did you scam Crypto Roots? How is it possible that Sonetta is the one saying, we don't want to mention no names, when his man sitting right next to him says, I don't know nobody named Crypto Roots? How's that possible? You think that's a coincidence? How is it that Nature Boy, the person that Sonetta want to interview, told everybody he want to interview, how is it that he was was in a mountain in Costa Rica, the same mountain, the same place, the same country that Crypto Roots alleges that Polite wanted to send him to be murdered? How's that a coincidence? So Sonetta, fuck you, dude. What you need to do is run and fucking hide and never come back in this direction again, because everyone is not fucking stupid, you bozo. That's really what it is. So whatever little twisted game he got going on with Neo X, she can play that game as she wants. You can go out there and talk about being gay. I don't give a fuck what you say, you bozo. Bozos come in female bodies too. You could try to distract everybody from the truth, from reality. You don't fucking know me. You never been in my bed. I would never invite you to my bed. And I'm going to slam the fucking door in your face the first time I get a chance. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. And if you ever meet me in real life, turn the other fucking direction and wobble your ass away. You will not get the chance. You see what I'm saying? Like, really, these people just, they're in it together, dude. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Whatever she got herself caught up in with Sonetta, we shouldn't have to fucking guess. It's very clear she's caught up in something with him. There's no excuse. You don't just keep having somebody around and making excuses for them and pretend. You got somebody out there threatening a man and you still over here talking about Shaka? How dare you, little girl? That's like you trying to make an excuse for Sonetta threatening this man. You know, when is it going to stop? So she's want to play these little mind games with people because maybe she's trying to convince her audience she's not a fraud. No, you're a fucking fraud. You ain't convincing nobody over here. And not only that, you're embarrassing because you're fucking working with Sonetta. However you want to fucking make it seem like you're not, you fucking did and you fucking are. That's the reality of it. So she can go on with this shit. We could go on for days. She ain't got she doesn't want to really be about anything serious. She wanted to drag us into some little personal one-on-one with her where she exchanged some kind of words. Now notice, I didn't call her a bulldagger, didn't call her mother a bulldagger, didn't call her father a bulldagger, didn't call her lover a bulldagger, didn't call her kid a bulldagger, didn't call him N-words. I didn't say anything like that. I didn't have to. You see what I mean? I didn't have to. I don't give a fuck about her sexual orientation. To me, that doesn't fucking make her special. I don't give a fuck about her gender. To me, that does not fucking make her special. I don't give a fuck about her color. To me, that doesn't make her fucking special. I don't give a fuck about her truck. To me, it does not make her fucking special. And I don't give a fuck about her advocacy. To me, that does not make her special. See, you only get one chance to play this game with me. That's it. I don't have to take your fucking disrespect. And if you come, I'm just going to continue and explain it over and over and over in detail. You call black people nigger how many fucking times every day you open up your goddamn mouth on your fucking platform? You should be fucking ashamed of yourself, black woman. You should be ashamed of yourself.
That's what's up. Now, let me say this for the record. What was known is that the Zariak, the pseudo, told a boy, people said he was 14 years old, but he was definitely underage, that he would not feed him because the boy is African. Some people said that he's part African. And that caused an outrage. And Sanada made a video and he said to Zayak, you're my brother, but you won't be back on my panel. To Zayak was back like a week or two after. Now, I may have talked about that. How I knew that they celebrate the death of Africans, Fiati's big mouth, when he was talking with Baba Heru. And that's why I asked a question to Zayak. You see, now Zayak was trying to act like he's down with Africans too. You know, talking about we have ISUPK in Africa, like Nigeria or whatever. And I was like, oh, how funny, you know. I wait, you know, I hit him with it after. And everybody could see that he wasn't comfortable, you know, answering clearly, you know, because they don't celebrate the death of Europeans, but they celebrate the death of Africans, you know. So for him to say, oh, he knew. What is he trying to say? That I knew that he doesn't like. Now, I didn't see the clip where he said that he hates Africans, you know. It's after, and I've been playing it. So is Sanada trying to say, oh, he knew that Tazara hates Africans, so that makes it okay then for him to say peace and black power, but have a person that hates Africans, and he claims to be a student of and follower of Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Khalid Abdul Muhammad would have headbutted and bitch slapped Sanada if Sanada would have done that in his presence, you know, while he was alive at that. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that's the most important is that I did mention that the rapper dude came on my panel, you know, on my video, and Tazi was, you know, kind of questioning that, you know, and I stated that he was asked if he did that, you know, he did not reply. He was asked if he molested, if he raped or anything like that. And Sanada had the nerve to tell me that I should not be gossiping. And Sanada brought that same situation to Zariak, and we have that on tape. Sanada, live on air, defended the child molester because he's aware of that. He knows that. Chris MVP Harris also knows, and he's the one who revealed that it is the guy's cousin, you know. So what is he going to say? That I knew as well about that he was his cousin, you know? That's just Sanada deflecting. Because once again, indeed, he mentioned Rambone's name and Garfield's name, two people that he knows very well. Some people even said that Rambone is his nephew. I don't know if it's true, but he knows those two gentlemen very well. And he said that he will be putting up reports of molestation in Harlem and the Bronx. He spoke too much, and nobody's pressing him on that for a strange reason. But I'll be continuing to press him on that. He loves to deflect. He loves to ask people to speak on this and that, but yet he won't speak on the most important. He has been cool with rapists and child molesters for years. He has not denied being in a relationship with Nikki Chanel when she was 15 years old and he was in his 30s. Nikki Chanel has not denied having sex with him when she was 15 and he was 33. We heard him telling her that, and she goes, oh, but he wants to be famous. So he's looking bad at them. He's looking real bad at them. Now, if he used to have sex with underage girls when he was in his 30s, then I would understand why he's so cool with those rapists and child molesters. But he cannot blame me for being against rapists and child molesters. Because he's not down only with people who are in their 30s or 40s having sex with underage people. He's down with people who raped women, who rape girls. So, Bicha Sanada, why don't you tell us how old the girl was when she was molested by the ISUPK member? And can you tell us the age of the dude so that the people know? Was she 9 years old? Was she younger than 9 years old? You're a bitch, Sanada. You can try to deflect. It's all good. You know the HOK is going down. You know that. Go ahead, young Harold.
Yeah, I was I was saying what Andrea talking about personal defense. I know Andrea, you know what I'm saying? I know that's what it is, but I'm just saying they do it with everybody. You know what I mean? Like people that act like they're about the issues and the situations and the problems when they're not. Because we are not having this discussion. And these fools playing right into the monkey hands that does it to everybody else. That's what his whole circle is about. That's why we was having issues in the first place. You gonna bump heads with people that's not real, not genuine, not righteous. So if you was righteous and genuine, you wouldn't be doing the same thing that he does. So you can't be on no YouTube calling nobody fake, nobody this, nobody that, when you're doing the same exact thing and you've been doing it to so-called friend that you keeping his secret still. But you can't stand him, right? But it's F this nigga and F that nigga that ain't never do nothing to you. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. But and that's why I be checking Shaka sometimes. Like don't get emotional. Don't make these people, don't get in your feelings. You just hit them with the facts and the truth, and that's it, bro. That all that other personal shots they talking because they defeated, and she looking defeated right now. You know what I mean? Like you might as well go over there and try to get back on their show. You know, because you fit right in.
That wouldn't surprise me. That
Yeah,
wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, the dude is in the chat now. You know, next thing he's going to be on a panel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, she was trying to act like she didn't, she didn't care what he was talking about.
Yeah, but he
I
was still
in
in
the
her
chat
chat.
telling him,
She's not blocking him.
yeah, exactly. I was in the chat telling him, Sanetta, you know how to sweet talk him, huh? Because I don't know how you have these women so dodo, and sometimes it takes 3-4 times for them to realize, okay, that's it. Like the monkey woof, she still went back. Like where did the woman just say you abusing, you this, you that, and it ain't the first time you thought I stole money to my mama.
Yeah,
She
she
back
talked
on the
about
platform.
Canada recording her mother or asking her mother about the money. I mean, she went really deep in
Like,
detail.
does these women have any intelligent men in their life? Like I just don't get it, bro. It makes no sense. But yeah,
Some people don't want to work, so however they can be,
yeah, you're right about that.
maintain.
Especially the so-called feminine. I ain't gonna go there, but you know what I'm saying. I know what
feminist.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about like a lot of men too, because they becoming women. But a lot of women, yeah, facts.
You know what?
I ain't saying it to be disrespectful. That's what it is. Hold on, Vinny. A lot of women think they have the right to not do nothing. Like they gonna find somebody, take care of them, do this, do that. I'm like, bro, it's sickening, bro. But go ahead, V.
Yeah, and Andre is right. Like for me, it's not personal. And I'm sure it's not personal to you either. Hey, exactly. It's about the behavior. But look, I'm offended for the goddamn community, because here's the thing: the standards are way too low. These people, how they deal with each other, slimy. It makes anything that could be possible virtually impossible, because they destroy each other's trust from the beginning. How can you understand something? You can have $10 in your hand, and the white dude can have $10 in his hand. And you know why the white dude's money is going to be worth more? It's not because he's got more money. It's because he's got more teammates that's not busy fucking each other over, being slime balls. That's why. And it's the same thing with these groups of people. They're showing you straight up that it's not that they don't have the material matter, the material things. It's that when they have the material things in their hands, they're going to undermine each other and get slime ballish. See, without trust, that makes everything else less probable to occur. It doesn't matter if you have $1 million. You put $1 million up with another person that's got $1 million, and if they don't have any type of trust, that $1 million won't equal anything. One person going to have their $1 million, the other person going to be in their corner with their $1 million. and they will not put any of it together to build anything because they have no trust, because the last black person done fucked over the last black person, then talked shit about the last black person, then made some crazy ass argument about a wrench. A wrench is somehow equal to someone disrespecting another man's child. That's where the argument is going to go. See, it's not going to be rational and reasonable. You're going to get all this kooky shit, dude. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I know it firsthand. When you have trust among a small group of people, anything is possible. And you don't even need a whole lot of money to get it done. You can do magical things with just a little bit. But these folks are proving to you that they don't even have basic fucking values. And they are trying to make poor values normal. And we have to fucking say fuck no for our community to exist. We have to put our foot down and say fuck no and insist fuck no and fuck you. You know, that's what we have to do, and it's not personal. You see what I mean? It's not personal. You know, that's what they don't understand. They have tried to fuck over the black people's fucking standards. They're literally trying to fuck it over. There's white people watching, there's Chinese people watching, there's Arab people watching, there's Aryan race people watching, there's people that hate your black ass watching, and they're sitting up here watching these people make the most monkey-minded ass fucking comparisons and arguments and excuses for poor behavior when you don't have to accept it at all. That's the problem. You see? So they can try to turn it into anything else they want, but it won't work. You see, it's not going to work with everybody. That's all.
It can never work. You cannot talk your way out of being cool with defenders of rapists and child molesters. And interestingly enough, the lady said that she doesn't really have any issues with Sa. And Sa is on tape defending Malakayo for 10 minutes straight. Then she said she doesn't have an issue with Garfield Reed. And Garfield Reed has been like almost a right-hand man for Sa. Garfield Reed is on tape saying that he bets that Polite will walk free. He said that he was ready to, he said he guarantees that Polite will walk free. And he was willing to bet $100, right? And he's a known scammer. And she called Pum-Pum Smash Rockwell live stream, knowing that Pum-Pum Smash Rockwell is a defender of Sa, and he couldn't even say that Sa has bad character for defending the convicted serial rapist and child molester Malakayo. So make that make sense. Make that make sense. Not only Sa, but Sa's affiliates. You have no problem with Sa defending the convicted child molester. Make that make sense. But here I want to show you something. It's amazing. This Palm Beach made Butler Reggie. Now he is live streaming. I don't know if he's still over or not. You know, I will have to refresh the page, but I want you to see that. Look at the title of the video: Grand Jury Indictment of Apostle for Attempted Murder of Souls. So if it is indeed still live streaming now, there's 135 people watching, but maybe if I refresh it, will say something else. So we can see that this is a channel with 191,000 subscribers. You see, it just changed 134, 33. It was 134, it changed to 133. So it is still live streaming now. Okay. So that's indeed less than 10% of the people watching, but anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now, grand jury indictment of apostle for attempted murder of souls. Now, here's a Palm Beach Butler Reggie, who also has no problem with Senator defending the convicted child molester Malakayo, who has not even said a single thing about Polite. Actually, I heard that he was defending Polite. That punk Butler Reginald Mabry piece of shit. Now, here's what he did here. He has like a mock trial or mock court case against Apostle Zukwan, who says that he hates Hamites. Hamites means Africans, you see. You see, Brother Reggie, the Bichas, HOK Attorney General. So he's the attorney for the HOK, people who invite and defend convicted rapists and convicted child molesters. Now he put Harlem, New York, but he's from the Bronx. He's not from Harlem. But, you know, maybe he means for the HOK. And now, organized crime and gang section. That piece of shit Bichas Butler Reggie has been capping for Garfield, knowing that Garfield Reed is a scammer. He has scammed so many people. So he put criminal division. attorney for plaintiffs, descendants of Africa. That bitch ass piece of shit, Reggie, is xenophobic and has clearly told Sekou that he has no standing in our community, that he should talk to his people, and Butler Reggie would talk to his people. He said that Sekou is an outsider. He said that Sekou is a nobody just because Sekou is from Africa. You see? Now, but I guess here it says descendants of Africa, so he's going to make a distinction probably. Now it says in the Black Court of the Eastern District of the Black Community. So now there's the Eastern District of the Black Community. I wonder what's the Western and Northern and Southern District of the Black Community. So you have United States of America plaintiff versus the Apostle Elias Zaquan. Numerous John and Jane Jones defendants. Case number, there's no number. And he shouldn't say the United States of America plaintiff. He should say the HOK. But anyway, he did that copy and pasting and whatever. So there's no case number. Now, here's the violation. Black African Power Code, assault with the dangerous weapons of lies in aid of destroying souls of believers of Christ. Black Power Code, conspiracy to distribute and possess with intent to falsify teachings of the Old and New Testament. So this bitch ass Reggie is in here doing a mock trial, mock complaint regarding the Bible so far, believers of Christ, and teachings of the Old and New Testament. Then we have Black African Power Code, attempted murder by false teachings. Now, this is the bitch who's been defending Polite. Why doesn't he have a mock trial or mock complaint or suit regarding Polite? You see that piece of shit, bitch?
Because Polite got dirt on all of them. That's basically it. He got dirt on them, dude. That's what I could imagine. That's what I believe.
I'm sorry. Please, I had that Siri thing, so I couldn't hear you for a few seconds. Please repeat what you said, brother.
My thought is that the reason why he's not going to say nothing about Polite is because Polite has dirt on all of them. It's just that simple. I think that's just what it is. Like, I no longer don't believe that these people. Yeah, because how long is it going to take how long does it take for a person to say, something ain't right? And the reality of it is that Reggie's just not that person. And in my view, that's not a coincidence. To me, there's some real reason.
Yeah, the guy betrayed his own camp because the guy is a jealous bastard. Period. Yes. He's a bum and he's a butler. The guy betrayed his own camp in secret, and the camp that was the opposition ratting him out. The same guy he gave the information to ended up being convicted for child molestation.
Well, I don't know if he was convicted, but he was on the run, so we don't really know. But they're gonna hide that. But go ahead, young hero.
But there were allegations.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah. Okay. Saneda said he's a pedophile.
Same guy Saneda asked this year if he was sorry for what he did.
If he has any regrets, he said no 3 times in a row.
No. Like, what kind of man, bro? This guy is that's the community. That's the HOK for you.
That's the HOK.
You feel me? Like, yeah, like I'm just like I told you, I had enough for them. Like I told you, nobody don't care about the issues, about the real problems. Like you said, is when we have the option, problems and solution, nobody don't care. Nobody don't really, you see what I'm saying? But when you do, Saneda this, this one that.
Yeah, you could have said Saneda, everybody has something to say.
Everybody and their mama want to come, but then they want to criticize you, or you have a personal vendetta.
Yeah.
Like, shut the up, man. Yeah. Everybody on YouTube doing the same goddamn thing, including your monkey ass Neo.
Yeah, and when Saneda is insulting people's mothers, when Saneda is insulting people's mothers and sons and daughters, we don't hear them. But we don't hear them complaining. But I criticize Saneda, all of a sudden these male thoughts have their menses. It's amusing.
Yeah.
But we're on the right track, In 1 month.
Same talking points.
Yeah. Same talking points. In 1 month, those male thoughts, you're gonna act like they're not really down with Sai like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like the EBs will try to do on Queenstone. And he had a really bad day that time.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Nandy went off on him, boy.
He went off. She went nuclear.
Yeah,
and even Sister Noble went at him also.
Too, because y'all on some bullshit. It's like make your mind, and that's why I tell you, bro. Like I just told my brother some, and he don't even know Reggie. He just said he gotta be one of them too, because every time you talk about child molestation of young children, you know, being abused, it's like the expression, bro. There's no feelings. You know, when you had things
he
like
ain't got
that,
nothing to say about it.
yeah, you know, when you had stuff like that, you got an ugly face. Like what? You know, these guys, like, they just brush it off. Just like you was talking about when you was on Sanetta, and you was like, how old was the girl? And Sanetta accent, he was like, yeah, I think she was underage, like with no care. You know what I'm saying? That it shows character, bro.
Then I'm sorry, young hero.
Go
I'm
ahead,
glad
go
you
ahead.
know that, because then Sanetta said, "Oh, nobody talk about it except, like, you know, I don't know which name he gave, but he said Zion Lex. You know, somebody said Zion Lex, and I said, oh, Zion Lex had the mighty Hebrew, and then Reggie was not happy. You see,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what?
exactly. It shows
I,
the whole layout.
I could play, but you know, it's a 10-minute clip, so you know I cannot fast forward. You know what I'm saying? And then I told him, yeah, hey, stop defending the pedophiles, Reggie. You know.
But you know
And
what?
then I
You can
said,
put
going
it.
against that is a noble cause, and he goes, yeah, a
Yeah,
real forced,
yeah,
yeah,
Right.
you
that's
know.
the expression.
Exactly.
That's
Hey,
a
Bashaka.
grown man for you. That fool ain't got no kids.
Oh, he has a
Hey,
child. He said he has a son, you know, who is like, you know, about to graduate or get whatever degree. But yeah, go
yeah,
ahead, VP.
I don't know things like that, but I do know that I've never seen him talk about any of that shit. None of those issues of anybody, pedophilia, no opinion offered, no neg. The only opinion offered is making an excuse for somebody. But check this out. There's also that clip where you asking Sonetta something about pedophilia, and Sonetta's talking, and then he say something. Well, you know about, he say to Reggie, you know, Reggie, blah blah blah, and Reggie like turn his head kind of funny. I always thought that video was really strange. And I looked at his face, his body language, and in my mind, that body language says he was very uncomfortable when the conversation is about that, and he didn't want that conversation to
Just
happen.
like Pum-Pum Smash
That's
is very uncomfortable when you bring up pedophilia and child molestation.
but play the one with Reggie, because we got his
Yeah,
face. You
I
know?
was about to propose that. So let's have a look, ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen. Let's have a look.
Reggie, you know that's a
and slow
Reggie,
that
you know
shit
that's a
down too when it
comedic
gets.
song, right?
No, it's a Nubian song.
It's a comedic song as well, Reggie.
No, it's a Nubian song.
It's still a comedic song.
It's
African.
Paris. No, it's a Nubian song. It's African.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. That's why I got the back of the stick.
You dancing, man. You should give me that unk, brother.
Oh man. Oh,
you should give me that unk, Reggie. That'll be a real good gift. I got a birthday coming up, Reggie.
I know, but somebody gave it to me as a gift. I can't give a gift away. But listen, this is mahogany, boy, man. Man, oh man, this will put a whipping on you. That's what I put a whipping on some of the kinematics.
Well, why would you want to put a whipping on them using the stick of life, the unk of life, brother?
Because they
Not
need
the
the
unk
life
of tear
knocked
down
back
and
in
put a
their
whipping
head.
on.
Because see, they live in a world where it's all Kemet. The Kemet's 12th dynasty. We're talking about pre-dynastic, first dynasty, right? Old Kingdom. Pyramids was built before there was a word called Kemet.
Can I ask you a question, Reggie?
Oh shit.
It's not gonna be a light question, brother.
Oh.
You got the right to say no. I'm telling you, I won't be mad at you.
Yeah.
You got the right to say nah, brother. I don't want no questions right now, Sal.
No, you can ask me a question.
You sure? Don't get mad at me.
What? You can ask me a question.
I always wanted to know.
Yeah.
Do you have anything against brothers who really teach like Black Power, Red, Black, and Green, and Kemet? And Kemet the number one.
No, I don't have a problem with teaching Kemet. I have a problem with rituals and things like that.
So why did you? Because I never asked you, and you never answered me. Why did you really go against Seti in that debate for a Hebrew against Seti?
Oh no, well, Seti's situation is that he was saying that he was a student of Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan,
And what's the matter with saying that though? I
No,
mean, because he
because
said that, you're gonna go and give information to
I
a
didn't give any
fucking
information to
a
Nazi.
pedophile? Now you see he's a pedophile now.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Chickens come home to roost. Chickens come home to roost. And so when you was beefing with SETI, I stay out of it. I'm on my business. I
Yeah.
wasn't beefing. I was beefing with the information. The information is it needed to be cited, right? And we need
But
to
I
be
think at
researched.
that time we were like cool. I think that's what really made SETI have to run when he
Me?
saw that shit. Cause he probably think in his mind that I was down with that shit, bro. You know, because I
No.
never spoke to SETI about that shit.
Oh, there's sacred infinite energy. Like you want to be
That
my
nigga really probably think I was down with that. That's why he don't pick up my phone calls or none of that. He probably really think I was down with that shit.
Hey, listen. I mean, I didn't. What did he use? He asked me a couple of questions. I'm a researcher. You know, I help anybody out, Captain
But you
Cesario.
helping out the enemy. Them niggas look at us as
I just
enemies,
answered.
bro.
I knew what questions to answer because I ultimately at the end of the day, we had to deal with the Hebrews. Ultimately, at the end of the day, and Sar, you benefited so much from that, from my research and the work that I did. Come on, because sometimes you just gotta bring them in, see what they saying, and
Be a rat.
Come on, man. You gotta, yo, Reggie.
Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes and so the Hebrews they were a little happy and you know what happens when you get happy and you start missing material, and so we end up getting them in some other
You
groups.
just gotta get, Reggie, you just gotta get some tougher skin. What's your sign, Reggie?
I don't have a sign, but I was born in March.
Oh, okay. You gotta get, you just
Sanetta,
gotta
can I
get
ask you a
some tough
question?
skin, man. That's all.
Can I ask you a question, Sanetta?
Yeah.
You said he's a pedophile. You were talking about Nazi, were you?
Yes.
Can you just tell us what it is about? And you see, I'm not going to say, oh, you talk about people. You know, that's what everybody does.
No. This is different. Yasser, you know, because the Hebrews would say anything about polite real quick, but they own man. Nasi Yashavel ended up being a goddamn pedophile, having sex with one of his wife's daughters, man. And he
How
got
old was
ran
she?
out of town.
How old was she, the girl?
I don't know.
Was
It
she
escapes
underage?
me. Reggie, do you remember that?
She was underage, and yeah, but look,
And guess what? Hebrews tried to cover that shit up, but it was coming out so quick and hard. Now, the only Hebrew Israelite I heard speak on that was Captain Tazariot and Daniel Allah. Everybody else tried to cover that shit quick.
and Zion Lex.
And Zion Lex spoke
Zion
on
Lex
it,
had
right?
Mighty Hebrew, and people said Mighty Hebrew went to jail for sexual misconduct with a minor, and that's Garfield
See
Reed who
how
said
you
that.
just bring stuff
That's
over
Garfield
here?
Reed who said that. Reggie, don't protect the pedophiles, please.
I'm not
Thank you.
protecting.
Well,
I'm not protecting.
let me speak, Reggie, please. Garfield Reed said that. You didn't go at Garfield for saying that. So we're gonna
What's the word
warn.
that we say?
We gotta hide our kids and hide our wives. Let's warn the community so we know where it is safe to walk out with children. I think it's a honorable cause.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in our community that need to get out, and so I don't know why y'all be so mad at Brother Reggie for information. I'm interested in
Who said that
information.
I'm mad
No,
at
I'm
you?
not
I'm mad
mad
at you
at
for
you for
begging
that.
against the comedics.
I'm over that. But at the time, I was mad as hell because I wanted all my people to bust they fucking ass.
All right. So
And I
now,
don't know how that information got out. How did that get out, Reggie?
what information?
With you giving information to
Oh, because Nazi accused me.
see that? You helped this nigga, and look at what he did. He came out and told on you, bro.
Yeah, he
That's
did.
fucked up.
He played you, Reggie.
No,
he
didn't
used you,
play
G.
me.
That shit is crazy. You helped this nigga win a debate, and he come back and tell the people.
Yeah, no, that was what you call extortion. So he didn't want me to do commit on trial, and so he tried to extort me. But but we ended up doing Kim on Trial. You remember it was in the church.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the church, and he wanted to see if I was a sucker, and how can I say I can be extorted? Shit, I wasn't extorted on my block. What the hell am I going to be extorted? So if I said something, I said it, but it was all information. How can information?
How did that make you feel that he came out and told everybody what you did? Because nobody knew it.
People that did worse shit to me, so come on.
Yeah.
People that did worse shit to me, but it was about information. It was about getting me out of the picture, right? If I was out of the picture, Polite wouldn't have went to Egypt, right? I wouldn't have used my energy to try to figure out. I wouldn't have got smashed.
Polite is a bad motherfucker, boy.
I
When he had that debate, Kim on Trial, that motherfucker took a plane to Israel. And he went to Israel and seen the shit that they got. He filmed that shit and showed all these niggas got his fucking paper between the cracks and shit. I said, oh my God. When he showed that shit, Kim on Trial, the people was like, oh, the fucking room went crazy. This nigga on the plane going to Israel.
Hey, yo, I'm Mil Carr. Yo, check this out, man. I did a video on sex, money, and murder, prequel. Go see me on my block, my dude. I got my lunch money taken every day in the school. No, you should see my video on sex, money, and murder, dude. I'm from the Bronx, yo. I'm not tough like that. I just changed my life.
So Reggie, do you regret it? Do you regret you did that for him?
No, it's playing chess.
First time.
Chess.
Yeah, playing chess with information. See, information
Reggie,
is
you lost at chess.
You don't regret that though, Reg?
No, I don't regret it because I know what I said to him.
Second time.
See, sometimes
Second
you
time.
talk to get information. So I just wanted to see where they at, what they knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on Kim on Trial, we was ready for every little nasty thing that they had to say. But y'all don't give me no credit for that. Everybody else gets credit.
No, I'm saying you don't regret from the SETI debate.
No, I don't regret on the SETI debate because it was on SETI to defend. But SETI didn't call us. SETI didn't. There was a lot of people who said
3 times in a row, he said he has no regret giving information. Giving
Yeah.
information to a pedophile.
It's so sickening, right? The guy basically he trying to make like it's just like a person that I ain't know, but the guy is a snake. He's a snitch, and when he get caught for being that, and the same people that he snitched to expose him, he still can't admit he's wrong. So you think any of them are going? This is the same thing with that girl. If she just admitted was wrong, we wouldn't be having this discussion. You know what I mean? But nobody is wrong, but they want to criticize people about being wrong. Like, bro, like it's the hypocrisy is just ridiculous. But yeah,
The chickens are coming home to roost. What's up, Medea? How you doing, brother Fimi?
Hey, what's going on?
What's on your mind, brother? We chilling. Feel free, brother.
I'm just listening in. Hey, V Bennett, you got a friend request over on Facebook.
Okay, yeah. Let me check that out, bro. I'll take care of that.
No problem.
Yeah, I got a Facebook, man. A lot of people on that Facebook. I had to block a dude. I told you a dude came up on this panel, mad, angry, lying, and I had to block him because he came up on there. He had some issue, and then he called me the N-word. Yes, and I blocked him. And see, this is the thing about it, man. What I don't like is that sometimes, man, we communicate with each other, and you will have people that really spend a lot of their time taking care of business. And then when they come to meet their community and volunteer for their community and put in work, then all of a sudden some bozo who just out of the blue, who's never sacrificed for anybody else, just thinks that he want to call you an N-word. And let me tell you, man, I just never been about that, period. I don't like that kind of talk, that kind of language. And when this dude did that, he didn't realize it was in the chat. It was in some message he wrote. He didn't realize that I had so many people that work in human rights on my page, right? It's not even just that word. I can't have somebody up on there dropping all kinds of words. You see what I mean? And he dropped it, and it just made me realize, yo, this dude, he doesn't get it, man. He he doesn't get how much of a fool he made out of himself, because in his country and in the Scandinavia, that's the current battle. That had been the battle for the last 10 years, trying to get these people to stop thinking that it's okay and legal to just call a black person the N-word. And what does he do? Then he comes out and calls you the N-word. You see what I mean? It's just like, I'm sorry, man. I mean, it's not personal against him, but he couldn't take that I blocked him. He couldn't take that I could see that as being so stupid, you know? And then what he did was he never addressed it again. I never spoke to him again. And then a year or something and a half later, he hopped up on Shaka's panel talking about, yeah, I know that V Bennett, man. Man, he's a fraud. You know the it's like these, you know, man. Yeah, it's
He
crazy,
wouldn't
bro.
let me
It's crazy.
call
So
him the N-word, so he's a fraud.
exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And then I addressed him like I addressed Neo X too. And then he never came back. But that's because he got some brains. You know what I mean? Like he's just like, you know what? Oops. He realized he actually bit off more than he could chew. He was like, forget it. Damn, what's wrong with me? Why did I do that? You know? But you know, so yeah. So, and long story
That's
short,
about
I'm gonna accept the friend request, brother. You're welcome.
yeah. That's about the best that you can expect from a lot of folks online. Is it's extremely rare that I see people admit that they were wrong straight up and I mean move on like that. Most of the times it'll either be what y'all are experiencing right now with that girl, or people will just go away. They'll just be quiet and go away because they like they know they're wrong, but they can't come out and admit it. And I don't even have a problem with that. Like, okay, if you just get quiet, I understand, and that's fine.
Yeah,
But what
man.
she's doing,
It's just, she want to die on
how
that cross, yo. I mean, I'm like,
how,
why?
how
Why?
old is she?
The way she was acting, dog, I thought she was like 25. Turns
She's
out she's
30.
like 38.
She's
You know what I'm
38.
saying? So that's why I decided, man, I ain't got to be nice to her ass. What is this, man? I don't even have. For a second, I was like, I was about to say, young lady, but you know what? She don't give a damn. She don't give a damn.
I mean, I'm not saying it's too late at that age, but when you are that age and still acting like that, it's not a good sign for the future.
Agreed, my brother. Absolutely, man. But you preaching to the choir over here. No, I'm joking. I agree. But you're never going to get it because, with the problem, I think, with this format is like it's similar to Facebook. Facebook is less of a format because Facebook, well, number one, if you're using your fake name, then it shouldn't really be a problem if you're wrong. You should be able to be like, you know what? I was wrong because my real name is not on the line here. My real you know what I'm saying? All of this shit. But these people be having fake names that can't even take being wrong. But Facebook is just in the chat, But I think when you take it to video and you're wrong, or you have a platform and you're wrong, they don't understand that. No, you can even have a platform. You could even be putting in work for a long time and you can still be wrong. And you know what you do when that happens? You just acknowledge it and apologize, accept it for what it is, and ask the person I hope that you accept my apology. Sometimes I can have a bad day, and move on. You know what I'm saying? Move on to it. Move on with it. That's all, man.
And I think
That's
that
how it happened, brother.
I think that applies with folks who make mistakes. But from what I can see with this situation, that girl did exactly what she intended to do. It wasn't a mistake. Like, she meant offense.
I think so.
That's
And
how it
she
looks
wanted
to
to
me.
test to see if we would accept it. Like she wanted to play the gaslighting thing. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, you took it wrong from me. I told you to wait. I really meant wait. I was going to let you on. It's like who you take. That's why I said it's abuse. She thinks because she's accepted being mentally abused herself that we supposed to accept that bullshit. Fuck no. I see that shit for what it is. And you have to deal with that with disrespect. You know what I mean? I have intent back. If you expect me to take that bullshit, fuck you. Like that's how you have to treat abusers. Because if you don't teach them like that, then the next one will come along and thinking you're gonna just accept it from them. Then there's a whole chain event, and it's like, what's the point? Why not just deal with abusers like that? Let them know you can get a taste of your medicine.
On medicine.
Yeah, and see if you like that. Now you could try to laugh it off, you could try to take it home, but I don't have to curse to get deep. You know what I mean? I don't have to lie to get deep. I don't have to talk about her sexuality to get deep. I can talk about abuse and how you are abusive. Just what she did is abusive. You see what I mean? Even if she doesn't realize it, nobody should have to tolerate verbal or mental abuse. And she actually had the nerve to think we was going to tolerate that. And it's like, I would advise anyone who's listening, don't ever tolerate it. You don't have to tolerate it. It's not normal. It's not healthy. It's abusive. Don't get used to it. It won't do you any good. Reject it when you have the opportunity.
And don't let people abuse you and say they love you and then abuse you again and then say they love you and then abuse you again.
Exactly. That's called gaslighting. Victim blaming. You know what I mean? How dare you? You're gonna let somebody up on your panel to curse us out. The person that already said vile things about this man's child. You're gonna let them up there to do it again and then blame them for not sticking around, for not trusting you, for not wanting to have anything to do with you, for being disgusted with you. You're going to blame that person for being disgusted with you. Well, if that person is dumb enough to say, yeah, you know what, maybe she didn't mean it, maybe I should calm down, and damn, you would be dumb for doing that, but Shaka ain't dumb and I'm not dumb. It's like, so I'm like, and then given the seriousness of it, I mean, just think about this. Sarnetta, we just played a video of Sarnetta where, I don't know if you saw it earlier today. Sarnetta it has Polite on his panel, and a man calls up and says, what about Crypto Roots? Did you scam Crypto Roots? And Sarnetta says, we don't want to name names. We're not naming nobody's name on this platform. And then Polite says, I don't know nobody named Crypto Roots. And then in the next video, Crypto Roots is talking about how Polite wanted him dead.
Yep. I wouldn't
And
be
this girl
surprised.
want to play around. She wants to play around with Sarnetta. She still
Yeah,
want to. She think
you
people
know,
playing
he's
around.
dead. Next thing you know, he's dead. And did they even say how he died? Was it by gunshot, natural? Anybody know?
Dog, if there's an investigation, we would never know. That's the thing about it. If there's any real investigation, and if they are having, we would be the last people to know because they would keep that under wraps.
Somebody
See?
died.
So
yeah, Crypto Roots, the same guy we were talking
The
about.
guy in the video, he died.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
He died,
Yes.
brother.
I didn't catch
He
it.
died.
I didn't catch the thing from the start, I guess. Wow.
Yep. He died. And guess what? Sarnetta is on tape saying he wanted to invite Nature Boy on his panel. But where did Crypto Roots say Polite tried to lure him? To Costa Rica. Where was Nature Boy? In Costa Rica. We don't know if it's the exact same time, but it's goddamn the same year. You see? And you see how all these people, they just keep coming up in the same type of mess. Sonetta is on tape with Polite. He's on tape with Zion Lex and the victim's mother, the one who just got who the charges are against Polite for rape, right? Her mother is in the room where they're all debating what is rape and is rape legal in the Bible and how old does a person have to be before it's not rape, and could the person who gets raped be complicit? They're all in the room talking to the alleged victim's mother. And then after some time, the lady's daughter just somehow ends up being allegedly raped by Polite. You think that's a coincidence? You think all of this stuff just keeps being bad luck? They just keep being somehow coming across each other's path, keep being in the same room, keep being in the same conversation, keep being lined up together. You really think? And then Neo X, she want to play some kind of game with us, like we was born yesterday. You see? I mean, you know, the problem, I'm just saying, is like, she could be as dumb as she want to be. She can just go ahead and be as dumb as she want to be. But, you know, guess what? Everybody ain't going for that shit. Everybody's not going for it. And if she thinks that we're up to some kind of goddamn joke, she's out of her mind. She's out of her mind. You know, why would anybody think this is a joke when these people are all aligned together with these heinous acts? She think it's a joke. She think death threats are a joke. The person could just come out on the net and just issue threats to people's lives. You know how many people had death? Queen Stone got death threats. You see, she thinks all of this is a joke. See, so we just gonna play. So she thinks we joking. She thinks we joking. She thinks we're joking. No, run for your life, girl, because you don't know who you fucking around with. Like, she's literally fucking around. Got some dude on her platform in her chat talking about, I love you, Neo X. I love you, Neo X. Then the next thing you know, he's on her platform for 5 hours. If you made any emails, see, I don't have any emails with Sonetta. I don't have any phone communications with Sonetta being recorded. Sonetta doesn't really have, see, anybody that does might want to start thinking about that. You see what I mean? They might want to start thinking about that, like, for real, because you know, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to.
I was shocked. Like, I heard years ago about plenty of people who had issues with Polite because they gave him a whole bunch of money, tens of thousands of dollars, for whatever venture, and nothing ever came of it or whatever, ended up just getting robbed. But I'd never heard of the amount that I heard today, over $100,000 you give to some random dude on the internet. Wow.
Well,
Yeah,
to he
Tar said
dead.
check the chat.
But I've shared the link to his channel.
Yeah, he said he had an answer about what happened to Crypto Roots, how he died.
Said he died of an asthma attack, and the ambulance didn't get there in time.
Yeah, yeah, man. You know, but yeah, man. It's like, but I mean, he said that Polite was, in his view, he thought Polite was trying to lure him to Costa Rica to murder him. That's what he said. That's part of his testimonial. You know, and that's one of the. That's. Go ahead.
I was saying that's a pretty good deductive reasoning there. I'm glad he didn't go to that at least. But
yeah. And that's a hell of an accusation to have about a person named Polite, to have Sinetta on camera saying he don't know no crypto roots. Isn't that the kind of story you would want to take up if you saw Netta? Wouldn't you want to say that? Man, Polite, this man thought you tried to lure. Did you try to lure a man to Costa Rica to off him? Listen to what he say. Play the tape. Nah, we don't have Sinetta doing that. We got Sinetta doing the opposite. We don't want to mention no names. Nah. It's like, what's up with that? You see, so I mean, so in my mind, that's the person I'm dealing with when I'm talking about Sinetta. I don't know who Neo X thinks she's dealing with. So if she thinks we're crazy for thinking that's who we're dealing with when we talking about Sinetta, I can't help her.
I wonder if it's because, like, I don't know the timing of it, but I know at one time, Polite started like hanging around a couple of well-known people or something. One guy was a basketball star or former basketball player or
Kobe.
something. Huh?
Kobe Bryant.
I never saw him around Kobe. I saw him
Well,
around.
he has a picture with Kobe on his Instagram page, but he was hanging with Metal World Peace as well.
Yeah, because I think I saw like a Breakfast Club interview or something, and he was like with
together.
him.
And people said he scammed
which
him
I
as
thought
well.
was so strange. Like,
they were very tight.
Wow.
There's a picture that Enki showed where we have actually that picture is on Polite's Instagram. We have the daughter of Metal World Peace with Polite's wives and his stepdaughter. You know, the girl, the one that ran off with him and ran away from home. But feel free, brother.
I'm wondering if maybe he saw stuff like that, and because it's hard for me to imagine how people can take money like that, large sums of money like that, and just give it to a guy on the internet. It's hard for me to like imagine how. You know what I mean? So
I see what you mean, brother. But check this out: you have that platform, the House of Consciousness, that's been promoting Polite, even though Sanada said that Polite robbed him. And I just want to play that clip because it's only 1 minute long.
I know you ain't talking about that girl, huh? The one that ran away from home, who snuck out the room and left her mother because her mother left you. You want me to tell the people why she left you, bitch? I'll tell them when you cut back. I'll tell them when you come back at me. I ain't gonna give up everything. Told you it'd be better to leave me the fuck alone. You're fucking with the wrong one, and you know I'm crazy enough to go the fuck in. I'm not scared of getting beat the fuck down. I'ma still go in, nigga. You better kill me, bitch. You better fucking kill me. Fuck is wrong with you? Ain't nobody scared of you, nigga. Ain't nobody in this world is more grimier, low life, scumbag as you. You done robbed from little babies, motherfucker. You done robbed from women and children, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? Trying to come back at me, knowing that I got all this shit on you.
So you have the dude, Polite, and Enki explained, or somebody explained, I think it was Enki, probably on Doggy Diamonds. But anyway, I heard somebody explaining that Polite, when he was in LA, he would get those tickets. I heard the person explaining that the front seat tickets, or however they're called, courtside tickets or seats, obviously they're very expensive. Usually we see, actors, celebrities, because the seats are so expensive. When those wealthy people know that they won't be able to make it, they can cancel and they get a little bit of the money. So they will sell those seats at a cheaper price than usual. So the person explained that those are the seats, that he will take. It's like, we have lastminute.com for flights and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So they want to fill the planes as much as possible. So, now he will go there and then he will holler at people and say, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" He has a picture with Anthony Anderson, the actor. He has one with Denzel Washington.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when you see a guy who's having pictures of all these celebrities and actors, you may think, "Oh, that guy's legit." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
And
That was
yeah,
to fool the people. But
exactly.
just like he said, me myself, bro, I personally cannot understand how another man could make and but it happens so much, especially with women. Women take men money all the sometimes they never even meet them in their life.
Nepal
But
took Sas money. Sas
yeah,
said
but
it.
and another thing is people one people always searching for religious beliefs. They always searching for something, and that's how people catch them. You could tell that the guy was into certain spiritual whatever he was into. And when you have people like Paul like talking fast and these people seeking something, they get caught up. Because you can't tell me you give a man 10,000, 20,000, you ain't seeing nothing from it, and you keep giving. You can't tell me that. I mean, this man
Oh, that
would even
happens,
be
brother.
hold
Brother,
on.
that happens.
I know it happened too much time, Shaka, but that's why I'm trying to tell him. Me as a man, I cannot even comprehend how stupid a man could be. You
I
know what I'm
wouldn't go
saying?
there. I
Hold
wouldn't
on,
go there,
Shaka.
bro.
No, it is what it is. I'm being honest because my mind telling me that you must be stupid. That's my mind. I don't give a damn how what your mind telling you. But you ain't seeing none and you still giving. You know what I'm saying? And that man, I don't know what kind of what brothers, what kind of family members you have because that man wouldn't be walking around if he did me that. I don't give a damn what nobody said. I will go jail for it. Passion of crime, whatever you want to call it.
Not
But
everybody's
listen,
ready to go to jail
But you
for
know
that, you
what they
know.
did,
hold on,
Harold?
hold on.
Yeah.
I would never make that mistake to begin with. That boy couldn't even get 1,000 out of me. If somebody get 1,000 out of me, they must be blood, or I must owe them that. But yeah, I was just telling the brother that's how they
I hear
catch
you.
them. They have 5%ers. They got 7. They got Novapian. They got Islam. They got this. They got everybody getting caught up with this bullshit. And just like Shaka was saying, some of these groups, when you get in the groups, you and the wife have to give them a certain percentage of your paycheck. You see what I'm
60% for
saying?
the NOI.
So that's how much it happens, bro. And it's sickening and it's pathetic that we as grown men can't even think for ourselves. We have other people coming and rob us blind. But go
True.
ahead.
And I understand you, man. And I agree. Like I myself, if it's not your family, or a real close friend, like a friend in your life, throughout your life or whatever that you can vouch for, then this kind of money, $1,000 and all of that's reserved for people like that. Now,
Yep.
but this guy, I just don't want to I don't want to forget the fact that this guy, he didn't have family. He didn't have really any family, man.
Yeah, he said
And
it.
Yeah, I heard him say that.
and he also so they took advantage of that, this sense of belonging, and and then on top of that, they're wearing this black cloak. They're cloaking themselves in this black revolutionary stuff. How we need to stick together. How things could be better.
You are.
We just have to do it. We got to be willing to take chances. We got to do that. And they just with crypto roots, sadly enough. I'll give you an example. I'll give you a better example. Look, you see how these guys try to take advantage of Shaka, right? You see that how they try to take advantage of his niceness, right? Of him being a stand-up dude, of him believing that, okay, you know what, these guys, that we're all brothers. So to some extent, we can try to find some common ground. And these motherfuckers, boy, they just didn't get enough. They are foul. The same way they try to treat shot. See, and this is where it gets dangerous, man, because when you see this kind of behavior in our community, it makes you want to get rid of these motherfuckers. Like really. And
But
and
then you're
it
gonna pick
does,
out
man.
the bad one.
Yeah, exactly. But it does bring it out of you, man. It does bring it out of you. And so Shaka, he's an example.
But with crypto, what Shaka had is he's got family, right? Shaka's got family. He's got a sense of belonging already outside of these clowns on the net. You see what I mean? And all this shit. And Shaka is strong. You see what I mean? Shaka is strong. He's been through adversity, you know? Crypto Roots, he's been through adversity, but not really family. And where they got him at with the hook was the money. You know what I mean? Like, and the believing. And he just, when you get, you know, some people are not prepared for a mind fucker like Polite. Get Polite is, think about the women, man. You can't tell me that some of these women he don't get them that way, man. He's trying to abuse them mentally. He is a path. He's a psycho, dude. And psychos have a special talent of like getting people to trust them, trying to make people feel like they're like maybe it's them who's confused. He gaslights them all the time. And Crypto Roots just wasn't prepared for that shit, man. But I 100% agree with you. The most I didn't get out of this conscious community is I bought a couple t-shirts from some cats. $20, $30, you know, maybe $40. And I got my shirts. I got my shirts in the mail, got a little bit of extra too. It was all good, no problem. Outside of that, they didn't get a goddamn dime from me, man. I don't even trust, you know, because you got to think back. This is like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, man. You couldn't ever get me to give out my credit card I wouldn't even think of it. A wire transfer from a bank. Now PayPal, yeah, I could do PayPal. I didn't even know what the hell PayPal was. I did PayPal once. You see what I mean? But I would never just give up my money like that to anybody. And this guy's different. But that's what those platforms are for. He thought he was in a safe place,
but you know
but
the
he didn't
thing is,
realize he was in the den of the thieves.
yeah, and sometimes you know what it is, Bennett. Some people, everybody come from different backgrounds, you know, different situations, different villages, you know, so they don't sometimes before they explore the world, they don't understand the kind of snakes and cobras it got out here, man. You know, so
Exactly.
yeah, so that part, you know, like I learned from a young child. I've been to so many situations, traveled different places, been mistreated by different people, whether it's white or black. So I just made it out of it. You know what I mean? People pull guns on me, whatever the case may be. So I know better now. You know what I mean? But some people didn't get the chance to know better, you know? And it's a shame because sometimes they grow old, they grow as men, and their experience haven't really teach them about their surroundings. So when they go into these new surroundings, they think it's just like the last one, and that's when they meet the devil. You know, sometimes they haven't met the devil yet, and it's just too bad. It was too late that nobody wasn't there to give the God any kind of advice. You know,
I know a lot of people when they first come into this thing, conscious community, whatever, a lot of times they're really excited and
yeah, they're like a lost puppy.
you know what I mean, and they have like high expectations, I guess, of the kind of people that they're going to be encountering and whatnot, and they're very like trustful because of that.
Yep. And it's funny you say that. Go ahead, finish.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying it's funny you say that because I be going to this restaurant, you know, and I could tell this woman liked me, you know. So today I'm like, let me press her. When we say press, it means, you know, to talk to get at a woman. Try to, you know, some people don't like sometimes in the island we say we press them girls like an ironing board, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I was like, yeah, you know, you single, what? She would start smiling. I say, yeah, I'm single, this and that. But she hit me with you know, I'm a Christian, you know. She tried to imply that like before we could even go forward, I have to let you know I'm a Christian. So I was telling her like that's the same expectations thing you just talk about, because I told her you could meet another Christian and he could be the worst man in your life. He could beat you, treat you like, you know what I'm saying? So it just showing that this religions make people think that these people that speaking have high expectation of high morals and high respect and manners, and they don't. That's the issue we have in here. And every time it happens, oh, the white man. When the white man rape a child, when the white pastor rape a child, when the white man kill black people, every black person, oh, hang him, oh. But when the black man do it, oh, it's the white man. Oh, all the other black children, they lying. No, they didn't get raped. Like, bro, it's sickening, man. And it's been happening for decades on top of decades.
Stop saying ho ho.
Anyway, sorry, that's my daughter. But yeah,
No,
I'm
it's,
just
it's all
saying.
good, brother.
Yeah,
She checking you, man. She
yeah,
checking
I'm
you.
just she a female already, bro. You know how they are. But yeah, bro, that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's heartbreaking to know that nobody wasn't there to be like, bro, what? How much you gave him already? Oh hell no, that's it. It's just sad.
No, he had more people luring him in more for the next scam. Yeah, they were
Yes,
like, "Oh, he's family, crypto roots. Yeah, you family. Come on,
and
trust us."
they always use this myths, these biblical narratives to catch people, because we grew, like Shaka said, we grew up in Christianity, Muslims, whatever. So a lot of people are programmed. You have to be able to reprogram yourself when you reach a certain age. And one thing, if I have any discussion with my mother, I always tell her, you remember, right? You told us we gotta make ourselves get out the house and make our own home. We gotta follow our own paths, so to speak. So if religion topic come up, she can't get mad because she know that it's right for us to find our own way, and that's the problem with humans. When they grow up, they still stuck in that religious mindset. So these people that come talking fast, especially if they bring you something which is nothing new, everything they do is just copies of the white man religion and make it into a black religion to conquer the black people. It happens over and over and over. Even in the 1930s, it had the short black man that was a pastor, and he had the black people doing the same thing, even separating them from their wives and their husbands. And the same pastor telling, yeah, and he had a white wife. This is in 1930s, where we were supposedly so-called slaves. You see what I'm saying? But that's what religion does, bro. Well, go ahead.
But you know what, bro? I don't want to. It's nothing wrong with a person wanting to, say that, what, I have this money, I'm interested in a few things, and there's another black person that seems interested in they're interested in the same things, and they're saying there's a way we could do business together. There's nothing wrong with people trying that, but I think where the real problem, the onus is really on the scammer. The scammer is simply taking advantage of that situation, which, if you remove the scammer from the situation, there would be no problem.
Yeah,
If you remove the
problem I
scammer,
have with that, regardless if it's scammer or not, you have to do everything by paperwork. Don't give nobody nothing. In today's world too, there is no such thing as, oh yeah, we gonna do business. Hell no, nigga. Where the
well,
contracts at,
especially the way
where
that the
we gotta
money,
get it
$100,000.
notarized. Yeah, we gotta go to the Notary Republic. Everything is legit in the books, bro. Don't matter if you black, white, Spanish. Once you're doing business, it's business. Even down to your family members, because you see how they act with each other. But yeah, it's crazy. If some of them, they will be fine all their life. As soon as their father die or mother die, you left 500,000. Everybody fighting now. So that's how sick it is, man. Human beings, It's a shame, you know, but that's what it is. It's the same thing for every race. That's why white people have so much rules and regulations.
Mhm.
Everything is done by paper. You can't trust a soul. You know, that's
Then,
fact, bro.
then you have Garfield really who was on Doggy Diamonds, and I think he was saying, "Oh, that's not a contract, that's an agreement." I mean,
You
but
see?
the dude was in Rolls Royce and different kind of expensive cars. So Crypto Roots, figured, okay, he looks
He
like he's
must be
legit,
legit. Yeah, that's how you
and
fool the
yeah,
people.
yeah, and like, okay, I'm gonna invest and get more. People want to change their life and seize opportunities,
Yeah,
and
you
it's
heard
and
what
it's
Chief X said. He scammed Ron Artest too.
Chief X is on tape saying that Polite beat Meta World Peace out of $1 million.
Yeah.
And then he tried to act like he didn't say it and accused V. Bennett of lying on him. And when
When
we
he was
proved that
lying
he
on
said it by
himself.
playing it, he couldn't even admit that it was wrong. And had the nerve to try to say that V. Bennett has some mental issues. And then that's when
Yeah.
I kicked him off the panel.
Nobody on
Like, come on,
YouTube.
man.
I have come to a conclusion, except on this panel. For the majority, I'll say 95% of everybody on YouTube can never admit when they wrong. They could be right 100 times. The one time they wrong, it's not a fact. That I told you, bro. Humans are the biggest hypocrites. Period. And I had to check myself many times to be like, yeah, that's what it is. To the point that I don't do it no more because I already told myself I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that because I'll be just like everybody else. And everybody else want to come and talk about everybody, then claim to be not like everybody else. Like, come, what are we doing here? Like, shut your ass up. Just say you just like everybody else and keep it moving. Don't
But
try
that's
to act like, oh, you this, oh, you that, oh, you stamp, bitch, please, man. Well,
that-
anyway,
that's a great testing tool, like Young Hero said. If you wonder about somebody you're following, you want to find out, about the character, the integrity, if you happen to see an area where the person was wrong, anything that person said, just bring it up to the person and see how the person reacts.
yeah, facts.
See how the person reacts.
Yeah, Shaka, you can tell me what I'm wrong about right now.
Mm. Yeah, I mean,
You
I've
know,
been wrong. I said I was
I'll
wrong.
take heed to it.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
what you say,
Yeah.
Shaka? Oh, okay. You know what? You might be
Yeah.
right. Now,
Yeah.
if I say you some bullshit, I'll be like, Shaka, that's that bullshit, Shaka. You feel
Yes,
me?
Sister Andrea. How you doing, Sister Andrea Burnett?
I'm doing good. I'm just out here listening. Yeah, just making sure I don't have to bring the belt out. That's all. That's what I'm.
I'm done.
I'm not really.
Don't be done yet. Don't be done.
I'm not really much of an advice giving guy, but I'll just say that people should really take their time. Don't give no money to people who are putting you in like pressure situations, like
rushing you.
It's only 24 hours left to go and anything like. Take your time and check people out. That's all I can really say, because like I said, for me, I knew from the first time that I ever saw Polite, I knew he was a scammer. Not because I'm just so much smarter than folks and whatnot, but the first time I ever saw dude, he was doing the status
Credit repair.
correction.
Yes, status correction. Yes.
And I'm telling you, I learned about that.
Right.
It has to do with state citizenship, basically. And I learned about that back in like 97. And what he was doing is just the Moors and stuff. They have their slant that they put on that. But I knew it was a scam because even white folks was trying that stuff and going to court and getting put in jail and all of that. It doesn't work. So when I first saw him and I saw him doing that, I knew right away, scam artist.
Right.
It just happened to be that I already knew about that stuff.
And you know what the worst thing about it is, brother? If somebody like you had came and tell them anything,
they would say you're
hating.
hating.
You hating.
Yeah.
Oh, you hate. You see? They don't want to hear. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, they
You
probably
just
want to have a
jealous, yo.
debate.
You just jealous of Femi.
Hey man, hi Shaka, how you doing?
Oh, JTV. Oh, chilling. What's on
Hello,
your mind, brother?
Andrea, how Hey you doing? Jade, hey. B
What's
Bennett,
up, Jay?
Medea,
What's up, bro?
Young Heru, and
You
everyone
made
in the
it?
chat. Everybody, yeah.
You jealous too,
Andrea.
Jade Hayru? You jealous? You also jealous, man?
JTV.
That's JTV. Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
you
be
jealous?
jealous sometimes. I'm not really a jealous person.
The brother's just trying to make some money, man. He's trying to help you out, man.
Well, I might have to get some jealousy then. I've got to get my game on.
Yeah.
Get my views up.
Exactly, man. Y'all don't want to see a brother succeed. That's what it is.
That's what
Oh.
Sanetta says when he has all these rapists and child molesters and scammers. We're jealous of him.
Hey, young Henry, what you was some preacher didn't he used to say, Reverend Ike used to say back in the day, you can't lose with the stuff I use, and nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Right? he had his thing on back then too. I think that's the one you was talking about, Richard,
Yeah, you
back
know
in the
what
day.
I'm talking about. Yeah,
Reverend
yeah.
Ike, yeah,
The little short man.
yeah,
Yeah,
he had a lot to say.
yeah, but that's what I was just trying to show them. Man, they do it till they a lot, and I don't know about other races, but I see black people do it a lot.
Yeah.
If a man rape somebody, kill somebody,
Very true.
You know what they're gonna ask you? How much books you wrote? Like, are you
Right.
serious? Like, oh, a man could write the best novel. Let him kill people and the white man catch it. He's going to jail for life.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn how much books he wrote. He's a rapist. You know, like
Yep.
man. But go ahead.
Go ahead, Jade. I think he came on.
Yeah, I just can't. I don't know what the fascination with the gentleman is. We've seen characters like this before. You could see him a mile off that he's got that sort of characterism about himself. Look, I'm not. We'll have to wait until the trial happens and stuff like that. But from what we're hearing and what we're seeing, VB showed a video about crypto roots. It was very touching, you know, and
It was.
you know, it's very sad because I believe either that man must have take his life or polite.
Well,
You know, I don't want to say these things.
You know, the stress
kill him. You imagine you're homeless. Stress kill you dead.
He ended up all of that.
Can't handle stress.
After you had so much too, and you just gave it up like that, you know.
You see, you know, sorry to cut you here. You know, people can die of heartbreak, you know. People live together for a long time, and one of the partner die. The other one dies shortly after. People can die of heartache. You know, of sadness.
Yeah. Fact.
You know, you make yourself sick. That man make the man's, you could see it, but look, he wasn't he could have made better decisions. But maybe he was he had the I don't see the fascination within myself. But there is people that do. And unfortunately, he's a dangerous person. And that was one of the things that I think we need to kind of address in our community. No matter what religion, no matter even if they're on our side, we need to if someone is doing that sort of stuff, call it out, report them, get them off the street, get them away from your family, protect your family at all costs. There's no bias in this thing, you know. And to be honest, all that money he spent on rubbish. There's another. He showed another lesson. Financial. Why do we always do this? Once we get the money, we just
always
throw
want
it away.
More. We want more. Greed.
That was the
I
part
used to
where
gamble, so
I heard in the video where he said that he he wanted some results in his bank account, and I was just thinking to myself, brother, you had results in your bank account.
Yep. And look
like
how he got it.
If I was a friend, I would have told him, you got results in your bank account right now already.
If he had a friend,
He didn't have a friend, man. That's the thing. He didn't really have a friend, and that's exactly what friends are for, man, to tell you when you're about to do some stupid shit. And but it is really sad because of course he shouldn't have trusted so easily at all, period. Especially not with that amount of money. Trust with $10, trust with $20. If someone doesn't come back with $20, hey, you learn that they're not trustworthy. If they don't come back with 50, you learn that. But thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, 100,000, there was no stopping. Even if he stopped at 20,000, he would have been great to learn that lesson at 20,000. But I think it's just a combination of like his own personality, being lonely, wanting to fit in, wanting to belong to something, and he just couldn't accept it. No, man. After he lost a few thousand, he couldn't accept it. No, this is what it was going to be. And stop listening to this man bait you more again and try to promise you or more. And Polite, that shows you a lot about Polite. He don't have a stopping point. If it was you and it was your house on the line, he would take your house. Andrea, if it was you and your husband's retirement, he would take it from you and your home with no problem. I mean, he is
He's still
just
from
cool.
he's still from mothers and babies, bro.
You know,
So
like
that's
so
coming
it's
from
really
his
him.
man.
He's a person that you can't the average person can't imagine that kind of wickedness, because stumbling across that kind of wickedness, you can't imagine it. And sometimes in your life you want to help people or you want to do things, and it could, anytime you want to help somebody, even if it's not even about money, just you can use my phone to make a phone call, you lost any type of help, it can actually turn against you, sadly enough, right? Anytime you extend yourself. So it's hard to just cut yourself out from that kind of world, because the part of life is actually doing some good things for people, trying to do some good, trying to be helpful. But in his case, he found himself in something where obviously he wanted to belong. I feel like he didn't have family. He wanted to belong, and it was just too much of a pull. All the things were too much. Like he
And
couldn't believe someone would rob him like that.
Yeah, you
You
know
know?
one thing,
VB,
right?
not to cut you. Go on, Hiru.
You know the thing about it is, right? You got a great point, but you know when you go to the beach or the pool, right? You don't just jump in, man. You put your foot in to feel how the water feel. You know, you touch it, you splash it before you go in, and that's the issue. Like you don't trust people and then trust them all the way. You know that like it's sad, but it happens
That's
too
a
many
valid
times.
point.
Yeah.
VB, check this one out. You know the what I found quite strange was the small amounts of money being sent. The $5, then the massive jumps in the transactions. Also he was sending it to various people. He got a settlement, didn't he? Now when you get a settlement or if you get into money, it's been proven. There is people that they pray.
Come
They
out the
pray on.
woodwork. They come out the woodwork.
Yes, they come. They come for you. A lot of a lot of people in the black community that make a lot of money. Look at Mike Tyson. Look at, we're not financially aware. Loads of us. Kanye West, all the rappers, the footballers, the NFL. If it's not if it's not they're marrying at the race, look, there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes these guys get taken. Tiger Woods, I think,
no
for
prenup.
example.
No prenup.
Then we have our own people that do that stuff, that are just with you for money. So it's this whole thing about money. I mean, we need the money and stuff like that, but boy, it come like the money's a bit of a problem too. I think we're probably better off when we were bartering.
Well, there's those emails, very famous emails. Hello, I have this heritage of millions of dollars, and I would like to share some with you. Blah blah blah. And next thing you know, they're gonna ask you to pay some fees. What I'm saying, to get the money. Blah blah blah. A lot of people fail for it. When I was living in England, I'm sure JTV heard it on radio, though they have regional radios, but they were saying Watch
Yes,
out
sir.
for the solicitation. If it sounds too good to be true, and most likely it is. Now on YouTube,
That's
sometimes
right.
they will send you an email if you are a how do you call it again, a creator or a partner, somebody that's monetized, and they will offer you some credit, some basically some money that you can use to advertise. So we have so many videos where people say, well, I'm not working, I'm self-employed, I earn that much a year, and I can teach you how you can earn that. And some people fall for that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look who's here. Look who's
The
here.
scam.
Who that?
That Bicha Sanera.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
man, that's that. Even if it's
That
in
Bicha Sanera. But just so you can see, I don't want to talk to the dude. Oh, he's
Nah.
gone. I was gonna put on panel so people could see that Bicha Sanera. Maybe it was somebody else.
we know
Maybe
you
it was somebody
watching.
else. But fuck you, Sanera. He's a
Well,
bitch.
he's a fan.
Who's
Look, you know
really
the
He was backstage. He was backstage. I was just
who's
about to
really
click so you could
you
see
know
it
what?
and remove him from the panel.
Yeah, and he felt like he had some. Like I told you, bro, they don't have nothing to criticize you on. Everybody that have some kind of dirt behind them is them or the people they know, and they trying to run the narrative. You see, Shaka, I told you, Inky. Like, bro, that's your friend. So I don't get it, bro. But like, yeah, you're not
You
like
see the scam. Yeah.
you need to
You see
just
the
go.
scamming.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you, young Heru. You see, the scamming is a big problem. It's become an epidemic. The Nigerians are big time in that in England. Okay, I'm not being racist or anything. My cousin was working in the bank, and they train them. If a Nigerian man come in there asking for money, they must double check him again, checking him again, and then you don't give him the loan. Now what's happening is there's a rise of scamming in Jamaica. Rise of scamming, which is also causing a lot of a rise in killings as well. People are being murdered over these lists, these sucker lists, right? It's a big thing in the black community. So we used to have the drug empire, which is another empire that, even if they were doing such awful things to the community, there were another ones that throw away their money, didn't use it to good use. They didn't even work together, right? To build hospitals or schools or I don't know, build legitimate businesses. Maybe some did and can't talk, but all that money that has been made, because other nations make money in illegal ways, and they don't seem to they're not really saying, they're not going to give it back over and say, right, this is unlawful, let's hand it back. So it's definitely a crime that is really, it's a tough one, that, because it damages people that have saved their money for all that time, and and the person that's doing the scamming, he's just throwing the money back into the system.
A Bicha Sanera came again, or somebody who pretends to be him but just left immediately. And maybe he wants to be on, so he's gonna say, oh yeah, he put me on his panel too. If I put him on, it's just like a split second or two, so people can see that he's trying to get there. If the chat was open to everybody, I guess he would be in the chat, because that's what he does usually. But anyway, sorry about this. Let's continue. Fuck you, Sanera. He's a bitch, and the HOK is going down soon. 1 month to go. Feel free, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, so what I like to, when the people call you on your phone and they say, you reached out to us, and I'm like, you're a damn liar, bye, and I hang up. I don't even entertain it anymore. I just don't have the patience anymore, because if I reached out,
I'm sure they know by now. They probably got a sign beside your name with a belt. There's a sign of a belt beside there. They just hang up one time.
I block them as soon as they do that. I hang up and block that number. I'm like, man, stop lying. Or if they, sometimes you get the police officers, whatever we're going to call, we're trying to get money. First thing I said, when y'all stop murdering our black people, then you come talk to me. Bye, and I hang up. Ain't nobody got time for all that. I got brothers that are police officers. I ain't got time for that. Yeah, I say all kind of
But
stuff.
it's true. Scamming is up. Scamming's
Yeah.
up on a world level. You know, telephone scamming. They have these fake numbers you can get now and just call anybody.
Internet fraud.
You know, yep, internet fraud. But I think, the worst part I think is just, it's also the most insulting part. It's like when you have people that are just so bold, that are just standing up right in your face like Black Power, and then they want to rob you. You know, that's the element that I just think is like, it's the lowest. And it's like, if we can't do anything about that, then what are you going to do about the rest of it? You know what I mean? It's like that. That's even more dangerous, because that's like the scammer that you do see, the one that is in your face, the one that's not so strange. You know what I'm saying? The one that's not so far. It's not even the same as a person that you don't see their face, you don't know, calling you over the phone from a fake number. No, this is the one you see on TV every day, that's claiming to be down with Khalid Muhammad, and being down with, who else? Malcolm X, for example. I mean, it's so, in a way, they're so dangerous in that sense, because they're borrowing elements from things we should all be proud of and all find safety in. It's like the teacher scamming you. It's like it's like your boss, your teacher, your priest. I mean, I hate to say priest, sorry, but yeah, it's like your priest. You go there to confess your sins, and the priest is just like, there to scam you. I mean, it's very abusive. It's very abusive. It's not just the scamming; it's the fact that they misuse your trust on such a deep level, you know. And yeah, man. So but I agree. The scamming is on an all-time high now. This internet fraud, telephone fraud, email fraud, and you just have to be careful about it. But on the flip side, what I say is, you can, starting small is a beautiful thing, because it's the small things that build community. You can do small things and earn trust, gain trust, build trust with people. You don't have to start off big. And if you want to be successful and make money, you don't have to just start off big all the time. Sometimes it's just the small opportunities that build things up. And so instead of it being an unnaturally unsafe stretch for you, it's just another small step out of a series of 100 steps, where you just take a small risk and you see what comes around. And if nothing comes around, you can stop. You didn't hurt yourself too much. But these guys, man, I can't say enough about it, because it's not even just scamming, it's raping. It's, I mean, they literally rape. They rape. And then they have the nerve to want to. This man literally said he thought Polite wanted him dead. And I would dare say, if you don't kick these people in the ass, you're just asking for more people to do more. So I think we have to show these people that no, we're not going to tolerate that. And before others get the message, and more people will get it. More people will say, yeah, you know what, we don't have to tolerate this. Yeah, you know what, I'm tired of these scammers being out here, and these people. Next thing you know, it is going to be on all the scammers. It won't just be like a House of Consciousness. It's going to be popular to kick down all the scammers in the Black community, because all of them take away trust that people can use to build all the essential things that we should have been building or should have been able to build. So that's how I see it. I just don't like it. But again, if it was a white person or an Arab or a Chinese person doing the same thing, I would react the same way. I would react the same way. Wrong is wrong. You don't have to be Black for me to defend you on the street. If I'm walking down the street, nobody's going to just rob a woman that's standing next to me. You see what I mean? It doesn't matter what her race is or color. A little kid, you're not going to just come and start beating up on a little kid
and jump in a little kid, all these things, and I think,
I was
it
told,
should
sorry
just
to cut
be
you,
a
VB. I
norm.
got a story. My
Yeah.
sister in New York, she said to me, sorry to cut you, my brother. My little sister, she's a Hebrew Israelite. She lives in America. She's a doctor. She works for aid patients. She's got 7 children. Respect goes out to all the people that religious, and I mean, if it makes you better person, but it's also a bit of a scamming. But she told me a story that this because my mum got kicked by the guy in the wheelchair. Did you hear about that, VB?
No, she got kicked
Yeah, she was at the
by a
bus
dude.
stop. Yeah, he was a drinker, just kicked my mum, and my mum was gonna, knock him out. And my sister said in New York, because she resides in, well, she shouldn't have said that. She resides in California. No, it's in New York, right? And the guy's in a wheelchair, and he went to pick up his welfare check, and on a Thursday, and every Thursday, a group of, she said they were black, throw him out the wheelchair, take away his money.
Every
I
Thursday?
was. That's what she said.
I keep going, brother.
Yeah, so we're getting scammed on all kind of level, and we just won't get. We're being scammed on so many different levels. It's unbelievable. And one of the biggest ones is the religion. Some people, the religion, it holds them back. They have nothing. They give all their money over to these people. They don't even try to educate themselves and grow. You understand? Some of these, even say we go back to Jamaica. Jamaica has more churches per square mile than
In the
anywhere
world.
else
Yeah.
in the world.
Wow.
In the world, right? And this is a country that slavery and the church was
That's why I was
connected. Was
that
connected.
religion, boy.
Right, that religion, but it's the mindset of the people. You have people walking down the road, and they have this kind of thing like they're above you in some way.
Religion is
They
what
have
gives them that
aboveness.
mindset.
Yeah, and and what they're going to be telling you something about and it's not going to make your life any better at this precise time. That's holding you back. Same thing with my Muslim brothers. When I see them, I think, look, shout out to all the Muslims, all the ones that turn their life around. There's many of them, but when I look at the black man within that religion, they're not at the top. They're at the bottom. They are with the enemy. It break my heart when I see my brothers, one brother, and walking down the road with 8 of them, because them people don't like you. The Arabs don't like the black man. It's been proven, right? The only one I don't know, the Hinduism and stuff like that. I've never, I don't know how black people, but still, again, you're giving up something. You're giving up. It's just a mindset. It's this mindset. Bob Marley talked about the mental slavery. He was another one that got done over as well. But the Rastafarians again, not pulling together, fighting against each other.
Yeah, they're gonna stray just like everybody else.
Exactly,
they
all
drink
get
more liquor
infiltrated.
than the ones they hated.
Exactly, become like the Christian kind of thing. They slowly become like the Christian. The pastor sleeping with the people in the front, taking the people's money, right? Living lavishly. One time I was working there's a massive Excel center, right? The biggest job I ever done there when I was working as a stagehand. So I used to work on behind the scenes on the stage. Used to do move the props, unload the trucks and stuff like that. One of the biggest shows I done was McDonald's. They had about half of the Excel center. This thing was crazy massive. And I think McDonald's makes a lot of money from the black community. There was a show with a pastor. So we went to pick up the chairs. There was thousands of chairs. So when we got there around 4 o'clock in the morning, everybody was leaving. When I looked down, there was a phantom Rolls Royce driving. And someone said to me, that's the pastor. When I looked, it was only black people I saw. Beautifully dressed, immaculately dressed. Most looked like they were from Africa, right? When we went into this place and was packing up the chairs, at the front of near the stage, there was a walk, you know, a stroller that you walk with. But it was an inflatable one. So whether or not he must have had it, you know, I don't know what he must have done. He must have. It's just that's scamming again. That's scamming again.
Check this out, JTV. Now, have you ever heard? I think it was a number 2 black church in London, if not in England, and it was a man of European descent who was previously a bus driver. And then he decided, you know, he had a calling and he had his church, which grew very successful. And then there was a scandal because he was having sex with those young girls. He was going down on them and all that. And he was paying for their school tuition, and, you know, buying gifts like cars and travel and stuff like that. Have you ever heard that situation?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of that exact case, but Shaka, come on. For me, what is it? The Catholic Church rape off all the boys.
That's worse. Yeah, the boys.
Rape
And
off all the boys.
some girls too. But you know that.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, that situation with that pastor.
Yes, sir.
There was a guy, I think he was a footballer, who threatened some of the person that sued him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
double check
and
it.
that was a black dude. You know what I'm saying? Now that was a long time ago. You know, that's like over a decade ago, when I was still living in England. But I thought, man, this dude is gonna go and threaten somebody on behalf of that pastor that was just, you know, leaving it up. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when V Bennett was talking earlier, and I actually thought about doing a live stream and entitling it "We Could Be Great," but you know, in 1 month the HOK will go down, and then, you know, it's gonna, that era of chaos is gonna be over. There's so much good things that we can do because, you know,
absolutely.
I'm sorry, you know, what we're seeing is some people who just profited, you know, of the struggle, of the black struggle. You know what I'm saying? And Umar Johnson, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, man. I don't. But
he's another one.
Yeah, he's another one. But I mean, that's almost what we've been seeing. You know what I'm saying? Now Zaza Ali, I saw she came back. She came back. She did a stream. You know, she has a blonde hair now. You know, I don't know if it's a weave or if it's just colored. You know, I don't know if she cut the hair. She did the big chop.
That's a good point. The hair is a big one because, you know, look at the state of our women. I'm not really saying. Look at the hair. The hair is from India. It's from Indian people's hair.
It's a $1 billion industry, and Chris Rock's documentary "Good Hair" is very good because
another scam.
We can see that they're collecting the hair free of charge because there's a temple that they go to. There's a festival where they cut their hair and they collect the hair. And then they go and sell it. And in that documentary, "Good Hair," we have a guy who was in America with a with a suitcase, and it's about, like, you know, I'm saying the amount, like, you know, for the sake of example, like probably $10,000 worth of hair in just a suitcase, and he's going to different hair shop, you know what I'm saying, to sell them and to do business, you know what I'm saying. So it's $1 billion a year.
The bleaching,
industry,
Shaka.
you know what I'm saying?
The bleaching,
the skin bleaching too, you know, and in Africa,
there you go.
You have a lot of very harmful skin bleaching products. Not to say that there's some good skin bleaching products.
Jamaica, of all places, and they like to
Jamaica,
Rasta this and some of them bleaching, and they'll be like, y'all should be ashamed of.
They look disgusting.
Yeah,
and why would you want to do that?
But
okay, your mind is gone. You want to be brown because you think that's going to be better. So again, the mindset is as if. Where are we right now? We are we're in trouble. We're in the trenches and we don't even know. And why are we following these people? we can see that when they look at their lifestyle, all their rich people, high on drugs, debauchery, all kind of stuff that they do. They're the big scammers. They are the scammers as well. They're the bigger scammers. They're the ones that are corrupt. But they do it on a sly. Why you could bleach your skin like that, knowing that it's even affecting your health?
Yeah,
And
it
this
affects
is
health.
products from the enemy. The enemy don't need to do nothing no more. He just sit back, throw a little thing in the industries, or for
In the
people to buy it,
Kool-Aid.
and
In
we're
the
the first
Kool-Aid.
one to go and buy it. Bleach
But
your
you see,
skin. Your
but
skin.
black people be selling those products, even those who are forbidden, mainly in hair
Exactly.
shop. You know what I'm saying? Some of them you will see like, advertised, but others they're not advertised, but you ask and boom, they give it to you. You know what I'm saying? The most quote unquote
Yeah.
effective ones, which are the most harmful one. But sister, you wanted to speak, feel free.
No, I was just going to ask about the bleaching stuff. Is that something that you take internally, or something you got to put on your skin? You put it on, or you take it?
Yeah,
You put it
They
put
on.
on the
rub it on
skin.
their
Yeah,
skin.
you apply it on the
It's a
skin. Yeah.
cream.
Okay, so
Remember
how do you
the
change the color
Asians?
of your scalp? Do you rub it, or you put it, because it
No,
seems like it might damage your hair? You just wear a wig to cover your scalp?
exactly. Well, they
Okay.
damage their hair by using the chemicals anyway. They put the
Mm.
chemical on their head. What they half of them is bald. That cause cancer, all kind of things. It could
Okay.
maybe make the imbalance of your head go. What they have sometimes, Andrea, they just do their face. Some of them just do their face, and they're black everywhere else.
Yeah, it
Mm.
looks so
They're black
stupid.
everywhere else. Is
And a lot of time you see the hands of
the
Yeah, the
hands.
hands and the
way more like that
legs a
because
lot.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
but
they
remember,
focus
this is not
more.
just
Yeah.
us. The Asians do this, because in
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Asia,
yeah,
the
And
lighter skin you
Indians.
are,
Yeah, the
yeah, they
Indians
have
they're
too.
big. And the
they have
Chinese,
they have skin bleaching advertisement on TV in India, and I remember that advertisements like the guy wants to get with a girl, but he's not that light, and the homie's like, oh hey, you silly dude, take this, and he takes the stuff and he becomes
yes,
lighter, and then the girl like him. Earlier you mentioned about Hinduism, how it goes. I mean, in India they have the caste system. I mean, they're very racist among themselves. You got the
exactly,
untouchables,
exactly.
and that's how the society is. So no wonder how they behave with black people. I mean, I live over there and I've seen what's up. Not to say all of them
Oh
are
wow.
racist or negrophobic, but it's a big problem over there. And they have also a lot of rape of women over there, a lot of cases.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So
the other day was um, man, I tell you, boy, when you look at these other people, they got problems as well, and
yeah, I mean, in South Africa, there's a lot of rape as well. It's one of the highest
yes,
rates
I heard
of
that.
rape
Well,
in
look,
the world now.
In England, there's a rise of back in the day when you went to prison, there were certain things you wouldn't see many black people in prison for. Nah, the rape wings are full of young black men. Full.
What was that? Was that the right wing?
The rape.
Oh,
People
okay.
being charged for rape. There's a lot of black people raping.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a huge gang culture, particularly in London, and
Yep.
they're kind of like, like people do in Chicago, like really disrespecting the ops, bragging about killing people and stuff like that. I mean, openly in lyrics and stuff like that, videos and stuff like that.
Well, yeah,
And
that's
unfortunately,
right.
a lot of gangs do have some so-called initiation where they
Yeah,
sleep
ritual.
with the girls, rape the girls, gang rape the
All
girls.
the men.
Sometimes the girls know what they're gonna go through, but
Shaka,
a
they
lot of the
rape the
time they don't
men.
know.
They rape the guys.
In
They
prison.
film them. They rape. No. Out
Oh,
the gangs. There was
mm,
the gangsters. They got them. The police in England now have them on record, right? They rape the young boys, right, within these gangs, okay, and then they film them, and it's used as blackmail.
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
This is happening in the UK.
That's
It is
crazy.
happening.
That's crazy. I mean, but at the end of the day, if we let chaos
That's sickening.
prevail, yeah, it is sickness. If we let chaos prevail, but there's people who be threatening and all that. I mean, anybody who wants to do bad, they just threaten, and then we have to be quiet and let it go. No, we have to stand up, and I mean, we identified our problems, and we know who is perpetuating the madness. You know, it is clear. The reason why I mentioned Zaza Ali earlier is because there was a cruise that she wanted to do, and the cruise was canceled. She said she was, you know, she would pay people back. I don't know if they got their money back, but in a video that I saw not long ago, one of the person that was defrauded, or let's say that, you know, pay for the cruise, you know, actually said that the cruise was canceled so many months prior, like a month before she announced that it would not go through. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, you know, what can we do? We just have to identify, like, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. It's that simple, you know.
Well,
So
yeah, as you said, look, just do it for yourself. Start by yourself, and your whoever you're around, your family, and that. You can't go and try and save other people. You save yourself. You know, start with yourself, because unfortunately, there's a lot of people that can't be helped. You know,
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
true. It's true. And some
I'm a
people
bit of
like the
a
abuse. Some people like the
yeah.
abuse.
Look, I was gonna be a psychologist. My psychology would be I mean, VP's gonna slate me now, because there was a lady. He showed a lady on his channel.
Oh yeah,
One of
about
Dr. York's
your
followers,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and I come in and I was a bit hard, and I said, "Woman, wake up!" Now VP was like, you know, you got to understand that some of these people, and it's true. But watch my style now. I have a feather duster and I have a hammer. When they come in, I say, "Look, which one do you want?" Now they're all gonna go for the feather duster. And then you see me draw for the hammer and just poop, poop, right?
That's
Because
that's why you have the
sorry,
belt, because it's kind of like
or a belt. Yeah,
a
you mean
feather duster and a hammer at the same time.
yeah, both because they want the feather duster. They want the feather duster, you know. And what
That's
they need
funny.
is a conk in the head. What is going on?
Yeah, but you know the thing is that that woman, I haven't heard that woman
Facts.
defending.
But
Well, okay,
nobody
if
don't
she,
want to hear that.
but, you know,
Young Haru, hold up.
I haven't heard that woman like scamming people. I mean, you know, if she's a follower of your, if she's a follower of yours, then she has to know what he went to prison for. But you know, some people, you know, have issues, you know, have mental issues. Happens like but everywhere. But with the black community, usually people don't go and seek help. You know, when it
Yeah,
comes
that
to
voice. Because if
yeah,
you start hearing voices, they say that you got schizophrenia. We've all been there.
yeah. But the funny
I,
thing, but hold on, TV. You see, the interesting thing is that if a person um speaks to himself, and people are going to say that he's crazy. But if he speaks to several people, they call it religion.
Facts. Facts.
That is so true.
He's going to speak to Mary. He's going to speak to the Holy Spirit. He's going to speak to the God, the Father. That's religion. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
You know,
God.
and they go
crazy.
to church and they pray together. And some of them be praying or speaking in a tongue that they don't even know. They speak in tongue. Shololo, shololo,
Boy, that's
shololo,
the
shololo,
worst
shololo.
one.
But nobody says it's schizophrenic. So life is
They
unfair to
can't
some level.
walk. They've got a disability, and then when they get in the spirit, they're break dancing. You know, they're doing the old robot dance. You know, doing the Michael Jackson moonwalk.
And that's the thing, you know. But we can really get some clarity. You know, it's just that you know the fake ones have kind of
Oh
taken
my
over
gosh.
thanks to this new technology and people who have been accomplices. And unfortunately, a lot of the so-called scholars and so-called elders have been accomplices. They've
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 let
been
us
watching
down.
all this thing going on,
Yes.
and they didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Under the guise of the
What
brotherhood,
was
we have
Sar
to say,
Cheddar gonna do? What was he gonna contribute to this conversation? What was he gonna do? What, gonna come over
oh,
here and cuss?
I wasn't gonna
Yeah,
let
And
him
gonna
talk.
because
say something bad to you?
I wasn't gonna let him
yeah,
talk. I was just
because they
gonna put
want
him
to
on a
keep
panel
the
so people
whole
can see he was
charade
there.
going.
You
They
know.
want they
What
that's the,
contribution? We're
that's
having a
why
conversation.
that's why I be just stepping back, because that's what he want to do. That's what the so-called the dead bee want to do. That's what the other one want to do. The one that's, I don't know what she is, because she done come out and say that what she is. But that's what they all want to do. They want to keep the bullshit running instead of talking about the problems and the solution, which is what platform is about. Until they come in with that
Exactly.
mess, we weren't doing none of that. So now you got this idiot over there, okay, now high and mighty. You see, You see, I told you this one and that, bro. They are not Shaka.
Check.
Check. Yeah, check.
Yeah, that guy likes to say that, but he's such a punk, man. I mean, his team. I mean, he. I heard Uncle Shu saying you judge a man by his lady. I wouldn't say that, but he
Judge a
accused
man
his
by
own
his
lady.
deeds.
Yeah, by his deed. He accused his own so-called wife of running off with the money, and the lady was back shortly after being down on
And that's a
some other
side.
dude's
Why?
panel.
I
You know,
Why do you need
and
more than one wife? I always find
no, I
it
mean no.
suspect with a man.
Yeah, well, I mean that
Trying
happens.
to have more than one woman.
That happens, but I'm not familiar with those publicly accusing their wife of stealing money, and then the lady's back like nothing happened, and then she's on another
Crazy.
dude's panel saying that he abused her, and then
He
one guy's
abuses
like,
his
"You have to
own
make a choice.
followers.
You know, we have to make a choice." And then because she didn't make the choice immediately, he kicked the lady out. He wished death on the dude and his family, and wished that his daughter gets raped. And the so-called wife calls back on the damn show. And now they're together.
I watched
And
that.
he calls that lady the HOK champion, and we know that how she she been sending videos and pictures. You know what I'm saying, while
She
was
was
with
doing
him,
some
according to
witchcraft
Solomon.
at one point,
Well,
and it wasn't even any good.
She's a Hebrew Israelite,
Bit of
somebody who
paper,
claimed to follow
you
Torah,
know.
and she also
She's not exactly
apparently
David
deals,
Copperfield.
apparently deals with witchcraft or whatever that is. But that stuff where she's like acting like she's moving the piece of paper. I mean, if you rub a piece of paper, you have the how is it called again?
Static.
Thank you, static electric.
Static.
It's not like something special, but she's like, man, please.
I'm gonna do one with the cup.
Man.
You can rub your hand on your shirt,
With
and
the
then you
cup.
can get the cup, and you can let the
a
cup
plastic
stick on
cup,
your hand,
and it is and I
and
actually
you can
made a
make it
video
move
of that.
around.
Yeah,
It's a bit like this one. When you used to do that one. Oh, my thumb is
Yeah.
coming apart. You know what I mean? Like,
So
the oldest trick. Now what?
she has something wrong in her mind because she thinks about doing this stuff and acting like she has some special power to make the piece of paper move. Like, okay, that's a piece of paper. Go ahead and make a whole sheet move. Go ahead. I mean, what is it going to change in your life for you to make a little piece of paper move? And you're in here shaking your behind and playing with your punani for all these people online to see. I mean, please, man. If she wants to impress somebody, she may play with her punani without using her hands. Then I guess we will be impressed. But
Well, I think it's been done before. They've got the woman with the ping pong in Thailand. She's a top seller. I've never been, but she does magical things with a ping pong. So she needs to she needs to go to college, man. You know what I mean? She ain't all that. What happened to Pum-Pum Smash? What did he do? Because I was sleeping.
He blasted his own his moderator called Sat12. He called him pseudo. He called his audience members losers.
He's slow.
And he told him, F out of here and stuff like that. That's his own moderator. You know what I'm saying? But that's good for that Sat12 person because that Sat12 is a groupie. Talks smack about me for some other man. You know what I'm saying? And all that time he was in the chat, he or she was in the chat. Didn't say jack, didn't have no get back, was addressing other people. I mean, those people are so groupie, like it's amazing, But Pum-Pum Smash Rockwell is a bitch and he knows it, so.
Medea, man, you're quiet. Come on, man. Well, go on, bro. You good?
Yeah, I'm
you're
just
chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're resting after your beat. You mash up too real yesterday.
Well,
I didn't mash up nobody.
To real had another smoke, but the question was asked. He's like, what did they do to the Israelites? But to real,
he saw that.
But he holds his own. I have to give it to Real. He holds his own. When he say he gonna crack some heads, he comes in there and he ain't afraid to come out and try it. He may not always be successful.
He's missing all the time though.
Like I said, he may not always be successful, but he sure don't mind trying to come out and crack some heads.
Yeah, he ain't afraid to battle.
He sure is, and I love that about him. I love that energy.
The debate you should do a fair debate.
It's a dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue. Sister Andrea was just got the belt out.
I prefer dialogue.
Yeah, true. Boy,
I
that
enjoy
belt
him.
come out.
He's a lot of fun. He's
Sister Andrea's like Wonder Woman. She ain't got that belt. It's that that whip. You know what I mean? Lash your finish.
That truth whip. Yeah.
Go ahead, Femi, go ahead.
I did a lot of debating in my life. A lot. A lot. Like there's almost nothing that I say among you that is off the top of my head. Everything that I'm saying is stuff that I've been saying for years, sometimes even decades. Like last night when he was trying to act like me talking about genocide not necessarily being killing alone, but also having to do with the mind. I got a video that I did on my old channel, Medea, from 11 years ago called Black People Are Living in the Twilight Zone, where I'm breaking all of that down, talking about the definition of genocide and talking about how just conditions of life that Black people are going through qualify for the definition of genocide. So that ain't no new thing to me. If you remember a little while back, me and you were talking, and I told you I used to be an Israelite back when I was younger. And I told you about there was three things that got me out of that. The archaeology part of it came last. But the two main things that got me out of it was just how I found a lot of the members to be anti-Black, anti-African. And the other one I told you that got me out of it was when I came to that part of the scripture where God was telling the Israelites to go into Canaan and kill everything that breathes and take their
Right.
land.
Yeah.
That stopped me dead in my tracks. As soon as
Yeah.
I saw it, I was just like, that's not what Black people do. I don't know any Black people that go around doing that. I do know of a people who go around doing that, but they ain't Black.
Yeah.
Stop me in my tracks. So
I think you know the journey. Look, we've all been there. It's a journey. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's a growing thing. You know,
It's a journey.
there's things to
but
be
I
taken from.
don't know how to talk
That
to
is good.
somebody. I don't know how to talk to somebody who came to that and was like, yeah, thumbs up. That's a great thing to do. That's
Yeah, I
why
just
I'm
think you
like,
could
I don't
move
really want
on.
to.
You know, you develop, you know, you keep on that journey, but you know that's
I
gonna
was
hold you
23.
back.
I was
Yeah.
23 when I came across that and was like, peace
Right.
out.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
jetting out of here. But you
Yeah.
know what I don't
I've
like is
been
those
there.
people. Yeah, you know, what I don't like is those people who claim to be non-Abrahamic, who claim to be down with the African traditions, and then
Oh,
they be capping with the Abrahamic believers. You know what I'm saying? You know that's I'm like, man, like
well, now we've got the Aborigines now.
that's foolishness. The
Now we've got
Moorish
them.
science temple teaching is inaccurate. The Nation of Islam teaching or doctrine is inaccurate. The so-called Black Hebrew Israelites is inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? Um, the Canaanites were not black. The so-called Israelite in history, they have to show us how far that goes back. You know what I'm saying? So it was not black people who created or invented or brought forth Judaism, nor Christianity, nor Islam. You know, Dr. Wesley Muhammad's claim that Prophet Muhammad and his family and the Arabs of the 7th century were black is a hoax. You know, I dealt with that scholastically. He backed down from the debate that he challenged me to. But for all purposes, I'm going to share the link so people can see that anybody talking about Prophet Muhammad was black is extremely wrong. You know, you have the link there. So for the most part, what's being taught in the conscious community is just inaccurate and pseudo. You know, that Pum-Pum Smash Rockwell, that Butler Reggie. You know, just pseudo people. You know, who had a hype thanks to buying views, thanks to buying subscribers, you know. And then some so-called scholars, so-called elders who've been capping along with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just sad, but it is what it is. It's a reality, man. This stuff been going on for years, man. We've never see in the whole history of black people, we have never seen a single entity or movement where they have so many rapists, child molesters, scammers, liars, and pseudo people, man. That Ali Muhammad who showed a fake doctorate degree, did he own up to it? Did he say, okay, my bad, sorry, I apologize? But yet the guy gets a platform and does some debate. Those people have been foul all the goddamn way. Foul. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 a.m. I really love the
Yep.
convo. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow, but I love the convo, brothers and sisters. We're doing great. We're doing great. We're comfortable. Our conscience is good because we didn't stand for no foolishness, and I love it. I'm not worried about the numbers. That will come later. And I've been doing this for a long time. 19 years that I've been online. You know what I'm saying? And people, once again, if you want to see the strength of truth, oh, I'm just gonna share that video so you can see how I moonwalk on the HOK people. It was really easy, light work. Oh yeah, definitely. And probably they were salty then, and they figure, okay, we'll have to find a way to go against this dude. And it's not to brag; it's just reality. Hold on, where it is? There it is. I'm sharing the link and the title in the chat. Butler Reggie is a punk ass biatch. Bobby Banger is a punk ass biatch. Smash Rockwell is a punk ass biatch. Sanera is a punk ass biatch. And you have the link here.
Oh my God.
The was too strong for the House of Consciousness, and you have the link there. Just witness how I moonwalk on all of them. So
that's funny.
thank you very much, brothers.
Let me see that.
He's such a hot man.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
earlier I said
It's
I said, yeah, Reggie's is gone. I did not say it right. I said if somebody speaks to himself, they say it's crazy. But if you speak to several people, what I meant to say is that if someone has an imaginary friend, then they say it's crazy. But if someone has several imaginary friends, then it's called religion. You know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate. Yeah, yeah, and I mean,
I'm gonna post that on Facebook.
Oh yeah, feel free. I mean, anything that I'm saying, feel free to share it. We have.
But it's true.
Yeah, it's
true.
reality. It's a reality. It gets
Yeah.
a path.
I'm guilty of that at one point.
I mean, we went there. We went there. That's what we went through.
Yeah.
That was our education. That was our family.
Makes you
our
stronger.
Parents, but then we come to a realization like, okay, we have the right to choose our path. It's not disrespectful for us to not believe in this Abrahamic belief system. You know what I'm saying? So I want to deal with like-minded people. Are still okay to talk with everybody, regardless of their religion, as long as they respect me. They want to call me a pagan because I don't believe in that stuff. I'm like, hey, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? If they want to justify rape, that ain't cool. If they want to justify racism, particularly necrophobia, then that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, now sending money to convicted child molesters and saying that they hate Africans and that they celebrate the death of Africans, that's not black power. That's not information. Those people call it information. That bitch on Ifan Mika, she calls it information. That bitch ass Garfield calls it information. That bitch ass Reggie calls it information. Bitch ass Sanela calls it information. And Pum-Pum Smash calls it information as well. To these sickos.
To the people they could fool, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
To someone, not to anybody with any. I mean,
you know what? As you say that, Chaka, though I was so funny, right? I was telling you this guy was making people from the islands, Caribbean, look bad, right? The guy,
exactly. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy Saneta was doing his video and he wanted people to come up so bad. He was like, nobody ain't messing with me. What y'all think about what I said? The one guy that came up is the same guy. You know what he said? He said he been getting a lot of hit because people say he been kissing Saneta ass. The guy said he came up there to kiss it. What kind of bonus? What kind of boy? This shit don't make no sense.
It's on YouTube. It's like he must have thought he reached Hollywood or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what I'm to you? What I'm to you?
Man. I
don't know. Doing up there? And then you come with you. He's little rubbish. Sorry, Andrea. Go on.
That's okay. No, I'm gonna say that's why I like coming out here because you got your people ain't yes people to you. If people don't like what you're saying, I mean they kind of come they come at you. I mean young Heru is notorious for doing it. I'm just going to pick on him.
He calls Shaka a big head.
I love it.
And I've called him Pyro.
Yeah, in the chat, he's like, where is big head?
I try to be more. I try to do it behind the scenes. I'll email him or I'll WhatsApp him.
It's just difference of opinion. It's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the good thing about it is that none of y'all take a problem. I mean, I know you get, sometimes we get, we'll get mad and stay gone a couple days and come back. But people actually were happy that they thought you and him fell out. That's the sad part about it. That
they were
both y'all
rejoicing.
weren't grown men enough to, hey man, I disagree with what you're doing. Stop letting these folks just talk all this bull crap when they come on here, and then
That's
my God, did you see what happened? And then then he comes back and there he is, and then you got V Bennett again. I the way y'all do these things is I just love it. I mean, you got V Bennett's he has diplomacy until they just really get on that last nerve, and then bam, boom.
The other day, VB was cussing. He was cussing. He went back into his DC mode. I was like,
what
the hell?
Sometimes
yeah,
that's the only language they understand. Sometimes they take your kindness to a weakness. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they need a reminder. But really,
but this has been fun.
Yeah, it was.
That's
fun.
definitely something that we could take on as well. A joke aside, when people have arguments, people can disagree.
Yeah.
But after you still come back.
Exactly.
Hatred.
Exactly.
Get one over the other one. That's another one that's killing our communities. And cause violence, talk, conversation.
Yep. Dialogue.
All right, Shaka, I know you gotta go, so peace, man. Peace to
see you, Shaka.
I'm loving
Don't come tomorrow. Don't do nothing tomorrow. Get you some rest.
I'm just trying to, because now I was on holiday and now resume work, so I don't want to be like out of schedule. You know what I'm saying? For Monday, so that's what I'm trying to do. But I really love, if it wasn't, I would love to just keep on and going for much longer. But each day, is an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank you all in the chat, all on the panel. I'm gonna put the outro, but I'm gonna make my
see
usual.
All
right. JTV. He's probably asleep.
And, and peace, brother JTV, for our brother from England. Thank you, Medea, aka Afimi, Young Heru, Sister Andrea Burnett, and Brother V Bennett, and everybody else in the chat. So the closing remarks. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, but the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue. I state facts. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Do it. Do nature hotel.